Hey guys, it's Chris here from Ear to Air Magic, coming to you live from EPCOT tonight. And it's our buddy Moose who's going to be hanging out with us along with the rest of the fam. Of course, right now, we've lost pretty much everybody in the mouse gear. Had a little bit of shopping. We're going to take you guys in there a little bit later on tonight. Definitely going to do some shopping. We found lots of cool merchandise we've not seen before. But now everybody's coming out. So, all the things and all the things. So, wow, is that thunder?
That was thunder.
Ooh, we hear a little bit of thunder.
We need to hydrate up first thing.
You know what? If we don't get wet, then is it really a day in the Disney parks here recently?
This is indeed true.
So,
We can get water at the popcorn stand.
well, let's go do that then. And I am going to share with you guys. Not only did we buy a little bit of other merchandise in there, but I got a new hat tonight. I don't know. What do you guys think? I need some feedback. I need to know. My wife tells me it looks good, but that's just because she loves me. Which I don't know if or maybe she told me it looks good because she doesn't love me. I don't know, whichever that might be. But I got all the flower and garden merchandise is now 30% off, along with the annual pass holder discount. It's like not too bad at all pricing. And I've got the other orange shirt to go along with it. Susan told me to go ahead and put it on now. So it feels weird. I haven't worn a hat like this in a while. The last time I had a hat like this was a Walt Disney World hat. I lost it on Splash Mountain. Forgot to take it off, and it went flying off and was destroyed. So, but I'm gonna see if it's gonna give me some ventilation. We'll see how that works. But thank you guys for kind of joining us tonight. And Eric's on. How's it going, Eric? We're gonna have as much fun as we can here in the EPCOT. It is looking like we've got a little bit of cloudage coming up, which is funny because when we got here just about half an hour ago, it was bright blue skies, no clouds really. Matter of fact, we made comments about the fact, but we've got some weather coming on here, so it might get us a little wet. Stick along with us. Hopefully we will stay dry, but we're gonna ride a few rides tonight. We're gonna have a little bit of fun. Trying some things here at the Food and Wine Festival. And it is hopefully going to be a great night. So, Disney Holic, are the crowds still low? Well, I mean, we'll kind of let you see for yourself. It's not really too bad. This is over by the relaxation station. And space, the wait time is. I don't expect it's going to be more than maybe 5 or 10 minutes. But yeah, green is 10 minutes, or 15. That's not too bad. But we're gonna see as we walk through what the rest of the area will look like. Anna mentions you want Horizons. Yes, I can imagine. Now I'm hoping right behind this construction wall here will be the new restaurant coming here to EPCOT. Hopefully it will come here soon. So, Carrie from New Jersey, welcome. Glad you could join us for the live stream tonight. We're gonna have hopefully no rain. You can see the building over there, they're getting some new roofing being put on there. You can see some of the crates and things up on top of the roof. And that is getting worked on. And then over here, you can see just barely, we might get some better views of it later. The Guardians of the Galaxy ride. So now we're gonna hydrate up here. The whole crew is here tonight. So we're gonna hydrate, which of course, let's go hit the relaxation station. So we'll hit the relaxation station, grab a little bit. Now, do you guys ride the orange on Mission Space? Do you ride the green? Or is it just too claustrophobic altogether? And that popcorn smells so good. It really does. Yeah, I'm wondering if whether or not we could actually get away with live streaming from inside Mission Space. I have not yet streamed that particular attraction. Of course, we've shared it in lots of our old videos. We're doing a lot more live streaming now. Of course, certain attractions just don't lend themselves to that. So, now this is one of 3 relaxation stations here in Epcot. The other ones, one of them is inside the Norway station, and it's actually inside. But inside here, we can take our mask off for just a second and say hello. Get started. Have a little bit of water and hydrate. But we've got the whole family is here with us tonight. We have a special guest with us as well. All right.
So, if you guys need water, yes.
You got pumpkin?
Guys, you want to see, Morgan went a little crazy in the mouse ear
I
store.
Oh my goodness. It's so cute though.
It is.
Little pumpkin.
Now you got to carry that pillow with you for the rest of the
That's okay.
You should do like I did, Morgan. Morgan, do like I did. Just put it on your head when you buy it. And that way,
I lost it.
that's why you got to have the other one.
Oh.
All right, so we are in a relaxation station. So when you come into the relaxation station, you can remove your
Take
mask.
your mask off.
We've
You
got
just
our
have
little
to
blue dots
stay.
that we've stepped onto.
And
This
we've
is our
spread
area.
between 2 because technically they only want 4 people and there are 6 of us today. So we're kind of like spread out between 2.
So we're gonna have a little bit of interesting times tonight. Now we might not have the entire crew the entire time on the live
We may
stream,
break off every
We
once
told
in a
them they
while.
may
The
have to
kids,
split it up.
you know, may want to do something.
but it's a little different when you have more than just say 2.
Yes.
Anytime you have more than 4, you have to be prepared for the fact that certain areas Disney's going to ask that you
Yes.
not have more than 4 in certain areas where there's going to be
They'll
some
ask
dots
you to
at.
split between lines.
You're going to have to connect on so we can see some of their comments.
Oh, that's true. Let me flip over. So if you're getting water, and especially if you're like refilling a water bottle, if you're one of those people that like to carry a water bottle with you, don't be afraid to ask for more than one water, because they give it to you in this little glass. But if you have a water bottle that holds 3, we just, our awesome friend Morgan needed to refill her bottle, and we asked for 3 waters for her, and then 1 for each of the rest of us. So no shame in that. Don't even worry about it. They happily took care of us.
It was a joke.
All right.
Now,
I hope
normally-
you guys are having an awesome Friday.
Normally, it was starting off the Friday afternoon. We're going to make sure that we would hydrate beforehand. But, you know, we got to make sure that it'd be kind of nice to start off here. Take your mask off. We can smile. Make sure to let you know we are smiling. Hope you guys are having an awesome Friday afternoon. Getting ready for the weekend for the most part.
We like to stay hydrated, especially with the kiddos. It doesn't take long at all to get dehydrated, and in the heat that is the summer here, staying hydrated is key. If you're hydrated, you can handle a lot more heat than if you don't.
What's the temperature been today? I mean, for the most
It's
part,
been in the 90s, so mid-90s.
no rain. Up until now, we didn't even have cloud coverage. I was just talking about the fact that I don't know where these clouds even came from, because it was extremely bright blue, no clouds when we walked into the parking lot. So,
No. Pull up comments.
As of right now, it's going to be cloudy, but when
You are spinning.
spinning.
Can you guys see us? Because I'm trying to log on and I'm spinning. Okay. You didn't hear me this, but I'm going to turn off the Wi-Fi. Yeah. I'm going to turn off Wi-Fi. That often helps. Hang on.
We're not even live.
No.
Oh, Haunted Mansion says you can.
Okay, good. Okay. I think it's just my phone. I'm turning off Wi-Fi. Sometimes Wi-Fi is awesome here. Sometimes, it just depends on how many people are on it and how close you are to one of their...
But it's not really too crowded
so-
right now so far tonight.
It's not bad. Not bad at all. So.
Hoping it's going to be a lot shorter lines when it comes to trying out some food and wine. If you guys have already looked at some of the menus for as far as food and wine, if you're interested in something, let us know. We can at least take a look at it. We can talk the kids into trying something. We definitely will try something as well.
There we are.
Oh, we are
we are.
still doing good. Now, I'm still using my old camera here. So I'm hoping that if for whatever reason audio goes out, if you can't see something, let us know. Wow, so there must have been a lightning strike somewhere in the area.
Yep, they just shut
They
down
just shut down
Test
Test Track. which is kind of a shame because I thought that's what we were going to do first.
No, that's
I really thought we were going to get to ride some vehicles at the very beginning.
no worries. We can go ride something that's inside.
Yeah.
Frozen?
Maybe. Morgan's got us on too, even though she's here. She's like doubling up.
And she can watch herself be on camera.
I want the
It's a
real
mirror.
life and the.
So no test track.
Mom and Dad wants to like play on
So Haunted Mansion, you want to make sure we keep an eye on the vegan things. We'll have to keep a look at it. What's really kind of not disappointing, but something to keep in mind. They don't have the small booklets out this year. So it's really harder to look ahead of time, to look ahead to see what's coming up. You have to do everything online. But we're going to do that. We'll make sure to showcase just for you anything that's vegan. Susan, of course, is gluten-free, so we'll be looking for gluten-free items as well. And we're going to look and see if we can find, you know, Eric, we'll look and see if we can find the macaroon ears. We could not find them last time we were here. They were sold out. But I do know that there are supposedly new seasonal macarons at the France Pavilion. So if they are gluten-free, I'm sure Susan's going to want to try those. So let's definitely do that. We're going to head on out. So let's go have some fun at EPCOT. Before we get started, though, what I'd like to ask for you guys, first of all, make sure to give our video a thumbs up. Let YouTube know that other people might want to watch this as well, so they'll share it. And if you haven't already, maybe take the link for the stream if you've got a buddy who really enjoys Disney, thinking about a trip, or would just like to have some fun with you this evening. Send them the link and say, why don't you join the chat? And you guys can kind of have a buddy onto the stream with as well. So let's go ahead on to EPCOT. We do have some weather coming into the area, so some of the attractions will be shut down. We're not going to be deterred by that. We're going to have some fun. So thanks for joining for the live stream. Let's go ahead and EPCOT.
So Morgan has the new extra large mask on.
Okay.
So you can see it's very nice and loose on her face now. Not dangerously loose, guys. I'm just saying the large on me is like tight, uncomfortably tight. She has the extra large on, and it just kind of hangs nicely. It's still on the side of her face, but it's not like, you know.
So they came out with the extra large Disney mask about a month ago that you could buy and pre-order on Shop Disney.
Yep.
We have been looking to see if we can find any here at the parks. Today was the very first day we've ever seen that. We saw a couple of designs here over in Mouse Gear that were extra large. Other than that, we have not seen an extra large mask.
It's definitely possible that they had some masks about that we just didn't see.
And then they just
because
sold
people
out.
Grab them because they're more popular patterns. Like we only saw it in 2 of like the 12 that they had on display. So it's entirely possible they had them at some point and then they just.
So one of the things we try to do with our channel, information we share with you guys, we try to do these things firsthand. So what we share with you, what we talk with you about is things that we've seen, touched or not. Well, we listen to see if anyone else tells us, but this is basically from what we've seen. So, all right, so let's go ahead and start placing our bets now. All right, we're gonna be on here for the next just shy of 3 hours.
Are we headed towards Frozen?
I need you guys to go ahead and place your bets. How long is it gonna take me before I lose this hat?
Let's wait a minute.
Is it going to be the first hour, the second hour, or the third hour? I'm thinking my baseball cap might be a better way to go at this point. So, we got one at 2.5 hours. I can tell you, see, people in the Virginia and West Virginia area have very high confidence levels. So 2.5, that's good. Eric gives me 5 minutes. Oh. I have no idea what that means. Hey, what does this mean? Where did this sign come up?
If you see that sign, you should not be driving on that road.
Oh,
I wouldn't want to drive on that.
Wow, I don't remember ever seeing this sign before. That's the monorail track. It's going to go in and come back out of Epcot. I have no idea. I've not seen this sign before. What is this? Huh. Oh, wait, I got it. I got it. Wait a minute. Sign's upside down. That's a Coke bottle. That is a Coke bottle. It's part of the Coke refreshment station over there. That's what it is. How have I never seen this sign before? Why is it upside down? It's a Coke bottle. Is that not a Coke bottle?
Oh yeah, it is.
It's an upside down Coke bottle.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. Why have I not seen that before?
We're like, why does it have that?
I just totally have missed that. Am I the only one who's not?
We're gonna go to Sword instead because if it's gonna rain, we don't want to have to stand outside. It's a 40-minute wait time.
Okay.
And as we've seen, a 40-minute wait is
Yep. What's the weather radar looking like at the moment?
I don't know. Let me check.
So we're gonna check it. Oh, I just felt some rain.
No, don't do that.
I know Disney Holic. I feel bad I try to say that I've seen things, I've noticed things. I try to notice it's about to pour down. That those kind of details, to sit there and walk by and see it and say, I've never seen that before. But I think for the most part, that happens on a regular basis, especially for people coming on their first trips who don't come very often. Those kind of details are lost all the time. And that's a major wind coming through here. What's, is that Future?
No.
That's,
It's coming
oh boy,
at us.
checking out the radar coming at us.
It's not huge coming at us.
It's not big, but it's red. So, yeah, well, I gotta watch that hat. I got another 2 hours and 25 minutes to hold on to this before, make that 2.5 hours. I think it's funny I got this hat on a day like this, and it just kind of popped up, but that's Florida weather for you. Disney Holic's been coming to Epcot since 1982.
That is awesome.
It's a good time. You should know. So I was going to ask you guys, just as a group question, and throw this out to everybody in the group chat, and I want to hear you. Like that sign right there before. What you found that you thought was the coolest detail that somehow you missed prior to, but when you found it, what was it and where was it? So I'm curious to see what you guys have found and what you guys think. So share with us in the comments. I'd like to hear your stories. What cool Disney detail in the parks had you missed for so many years until you just happened upon it one time?
Yes. So slow, you don't care what they say.
Yeah.
She can't give it to anyone, and she can't have it.
So Haunted Mansion, you brought up the ring. Yes, the bride that's in the queue. I went searching for that a couple of years ago and could not find it. I asked Kat, and I did what I was talking about. So, Guten Tag, Peter. How are you doing this evening? Or it's maybe not so much evening where you're at the moment. So I went searching for the ring a couple of years ago, and it wasn't there, and it was some things had moved around in the queue. And I just recently saw it a few months ago, and I was so excited. Of course, like normal, people are just staring at me because like this guy's acting weird in the queue. What is this guy doing? He's just staring at the concrete and screaming and getting all excited. But Disney fans get that way a lot. I'm sure we get ridiculed for all the silly things we get excited about. You can see our clouds coming up over the parks. And Look at the gutted building that's there. So this is going to be the location of the new festival center, which at this point is questionable as whether or not it's still going to be built, or at least delayed as far as the reimagining of EPCOT. It's going to be a multi-storied building. Concept drawings make it pretty impressive. And after I saw it, I was really excited to see what it's going to be like when it's done. So it's kind of sad to think that there may be a possibility that they are not going to be able to build it, either due to time, funding, for whatever reason. So hopefully that will not be the case. If you're going to reimagine and redo EPCOT, I would love it to be done exactly the way the concept's done, with everything, and not have to piecemeal it for the most part. So yes, I miss 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea as well. I was just talking with Eric. I'm not sure if Eric is still on, about the fact that we don't have either 20,000 Leagues or the Nemo equivalent like Disneyland anymore. That's one of the rides that I wish that I'd had a chance to share with my kids before it was gone. Cool concept. I only have very faint memories of riding 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. So it's a cool concept overall. So we're gonna head to the land. I think they're just going to take cover for the most part. While they're riding Soarin', more than likely, I think I'm gonna take you guys somewhere else. Maybe we're walking around, just because of the fact that one, coverage can sometimes be spotty in Soarin'. Two, of course, they won't let me hold the camera. Well, to put you on the ground anyway. So let me throw some trivia out, because I know you guys are on par. You know what's going on. Talking about 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. 20,000 Leagues as an attraction is now gone from the Magic Kingdom, but there is still a connection to 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea found in the Magic Kingdom. Maybe not necessarily the attraction 20,000 Leagues, but the movie. Does anyone know exactly what that is? So Disney Holic, a little bit more information. What in front of Little Mermaid are you referring to? That is true. That is true. There is a image of the Nautilus, but there's actually something even more physical that is from the movie itself, specifically a movie prop. Sunshine Seasons. See, now I have read this several times, so I'm hoping that it is still the case. We'll have to double check it, Google it, and make sure that my quirky trivia is correct. This is Awesome Planet. This is the replacement for the Circle of Life Lion King film that was here before. Now the Garden Grill restaurant is still actually open. It's not as full. They are doing limited capacity, of course. I'm dying to come over here and try a meal here at the Garden Grill. And the characters are still coming around. Generally, guests are seated at the front on the lower tier. And the guests will have characters pop over at the tables above them. And they will let them kind of wave at them above. We were here the other night. We saw Chip and Dale It was actually about 15 minutes after 9. The park had already closed. Diners were still finishing up their meals. Chip and Dale were actually leaning over and waving to people. I know, it's just way too many people. It's crazy crowds. Living with the Land's complete walk-on. They don't even have the wait time on. Rest of our crew's gonna be riding Sword. I thought I'd come over here and let you guys see exactly what the wait time is. It looks as though at the moment, waiting, almost there. It's a 30-minute wait right now. Step through. 30-minute wait for standby. So our crew is gonna go be soaring over and around the world. And since they're gonna be flying without me, we're gonna go hit Living with the Land. And you know what, actually, it's exactly right. It's not really gonna end up being 30 minutes. More than likely, it would be somewhere closer to 20. Now, prior to the shutdown of the parks, and I say that now because we haven't experienced it afterwards just because of the way things have worked out, this was one of our favorite places to eat here in EPCOT. Mainly because of the fact, one, there's like a little food court. There's lots of choices and places, different little places for the kids to choose different things because we have a family of 5, 3 teenagers. You know, they have different eating options and they have different things they like and don't like. Right now, of course, there are limited options here. You have to mobile order. They don't have the menus up there anymore. So we will be trying it out eventually, kind of sharing the experience with you guys. But a little less than, I wouldn't say normal. Also, it's got one of the great bakery areas in the area. I love the bakery items, but they're not doing a lot of custom bakery items at the moment, so. Hello. So what's our wait time right now? It's empty.
It was because we were down for a hot moment.
Ah, down for a bit.
Just opened up right now.
Oh, you guys open up just for us. That's perfect. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Thank you. It literally is a walk-on, guys. All right. Oh, no, they've got a hidden queue. Hidden queue. Still, it's not very, very long at all. All right, so if you're looking for some vegan options, we're going to see lots of vegan options here as we go through the greenhouse here at Living with the Land. Yeah, I don't think, well, right now, as far as how many, there'll probably be no more than 2 parties on each boat. I myself, I'm a single party at this point, so. Oh yeah, Sunshine Seasons used to have a ton of food. Whether between the Susan would like a couple of different options that she could have that were all gluten-free. I like to have the tuna tartare, or the tuna, not tuna tartare, tuna tataki. That they would have. A salad that was really good. The Mongolian beef was really great. Also, even just kids options, like kids meals. You could get a kids meal Mongolian beef, great snack, good amount of food and not be too pricey. So when you got other things that are you're going to be eating and checking out, especially going to Food and Wine, Flower and Garden, you don't want to eat too much at one meal. Great way to go. Save a little bit of cash and save a little bit of space in your stomach for more food. I haven't had the potato salad. Now, was it a mustard potato salad or a mayonnaise potato salad? Hello, just the one? Number 1? Oh, we're going to be in the front, guys. It's always worse than when they got 3 technicians behind the board, right?
Well, I guess worst case is we just float for a while. So it's not too
Just
bad.
push us out. We'll get there eventually. Hey, it's better than getting stuck on touch track during this kind of weather, so. All right, notice little plastic partitions. We're doing a little live streaming tonight, so we got obviously some EPCOT fans. You can tell by the wear there. Use that hand sanitizer.
Please lower your head and watch your step. For your safety,
All right, we're gonna be front row, guys, so sit back and enjoy.
Parents, please supervise your children and refrain from flash photography when using video lens until you reach the hand glasses. Thank you. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy living with the lane.
Por su seguridad, permanezca sentado con sus manos y brazos, pies y piernas dentro del barco y cuida a los pequeños.
So,
A manera de recordar.
they have actually seated more than just 2 parties, even 3 parties. Each row has its own plastic partition in between it. So they've actually sat 4 parties on this boat.
In the cycle of life.
Huh, turns out it's raining inside here too.
Beneath the surface of the lake lives trap water from the flowing mud, extracting precious nutrients and minerals. These elements, when combined with sunlight, create the diverse living systems
Most definitely the
of our
smell. Of course, it smells a little bit more like mask as well at the same time, unfortunately. As we come around, if you've never ridden Living with the Land or had dined at the Garden Grill, if you look up, that is actually the restaurant that we just saw a few minutes ago. It does spin on a rotation, and it takes about an hour for you to go from one side to the next. So as you're sitting there and dining, you can actually look out in certain spaces into certain scenes from Living with the Land. In the entire world. Has the exact same humidity as the rest of Florida.
Nature has created a very different, but no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. The plants and animals that have learned to survive in these harsh conditions make use of what little water they can find. Relentless sun. The American prairie once appeared as desolate as the desert, but over time, rainwater and nutrients gradually penetrated the hard surface of this land. Even the hooves of the mighty buffalo helped create
So, guys,
soil.
what did the daddy buffalo say to the son buffalo when he left for college? Bye, son. I've never noticed the second story bedroom. All I can think about is that dog barking.
Of all the forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. The need to produce food for a growing world led to the enormous use and sometimes overuse of the land. In our search for more efficient ways to grow food, we often fail to realize the impact of our methods. Today, we're learning to live with the land, discovering better ways to grow food that will assure our human and environmental well-being.
In Japan, we learned that by mixing leaves and other living materials into our soil, we can make farmland more fertile without the need for chemicals. Here at EPCOT, we're learning to reduce the need for chemical pesticides by bringing and using natural predators like ladybugs and wasps to control pests. In the farmlands across America, we're learning that by plowing under vegetation containing natural fertilizers, we can enrich the soil without the use of chemicals. In arid regions, we're learning to produce food on desert seacoasts by developing and planting crops that thrive on salt water. In Japan, we're learning that by mixing leaves and other living materials into our soil, we can make farmland more fertile without the need for chemicals. Here at EPCOT, we're learning to reduce the need for chemical pesticides by bringing and using antibiotics, like ladybugs and wasps, to control.
How will we meet tomorrow?
All right, we're going to be making our way into the greenhouse.
Some of the answers are being discovered just ahead.
There's water dripping here at the entrance of the tunnel. Makes me wonder if it's coming from outside.
And for your safety,
Yes, it is. You can see rain on the geometric dome here. Luckily, we've got a tarp. Never noticed that the rain comes in like that. All right, so one of the coolest things here in the greenhouse, since the parks have reopened, is this sign right up here on the left as you first come in.
welcome to our living laboratory.
Check this out.
where
This is pretty
scientists from
cool.
EPCOT and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future.
How cool is that? They made a special sign just to say welcome back to the parks.
The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, are
I mean, there's the
well-known
special little
around the
touches
world.
like that.
These are just a few of the edible plants that have been an important source of nutrition for people living in the tropics. Many are rich in vitamins and minerals, while others are well adapted to growing in less than ideal conditions. Some, like the water lily, thrive in wet, swampy areas and waterways. All parts of this plant, even the flower petals, are edible.
You know, look and see if we got the large
starchy
ones.
root of the plant
Give yourself
has
a,
long been
this is a
used
vegan
in
Mickey.
flour for baking. One
We're going to
day,
see some of the
we will
larger
use lesser
fruits and
known
vegetables.
tropical plants, maybe as
Maybe even
important as the
a
bananas
Mickey-shaped
growing on
cucumber.
both sides of the boat. More than 28 million tons of bananas are eaten annually, making it the most popular fruit
And if
in
you
the
weren't
world.
aware, cannonballs grow on trees. A cannonball tree. Huh. All right, I'm sure you guys are well aware. We're going to see ourselves a hidden Mickey up here, and if we're lucky, a hidden Minnie as well. If you've never taken a behind the scenes tour, there is a behind the scenes tour called Behind the Seeds, and you can actually take, and it'll allow you like a 45-minute tour of the greenhouses, and it's really cool to check out. Yeah, those tilapia don't look nearly as big over there as they do over here.
This
Now, in the past, we've actually seen alligators in here, but all three of these tanks now have baths in them. And here's your hidden Mickey.
As a result, we're able to save millions of gallons each year. Our small fish farm produces nearly 5,000 pounds of fish each year to serve in restaurants around Walt Disney World.
I love the look of this tunnel.
Innovations like this one can play an important role in our efforts to produce bountiful harvests and still protect natural resources.
All right, I promise you guys a hidden mini as well. Right there. Kind of hard to see today. It got turned. There's a little trap there. And it's got a bow. Now, supposedly there was a guy who was supposed to come in and cut the lemongrass today, but it turned out he bailed.
While there are more than 50,000 edible plant species in the world, most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food
Notice the
consumption.
sunflowers are all turned in the same direction.
These staples is an important goal of research around the world.
Another Mickey decoration.
These plants are definitely on their way up. Innovative growing techniques like these increase yields while more efficiently using resources
Lots of
like
eggplant
water,
out today.
fertilizer, and pesticides. Another
Look at the
innovation
size of
at
these
work
peppers. These
is
things
our
are
integrated
huge.
Pest management program. By populating our greenhouses with beneficial insects that prey on harmful pests like aphids and flies.
And of
we
course,
achieve
everyone's favorite Asian food corporation,
Snake.
Snake Gourd.
We're growing these crops using our nutrient film system. This technique precisely
And of
controls
course,
and
the
recycles
nice
our
decorative
food
lettuce.
With
Now,
it, we can
lots of the
produce
food that's grown here
50,000
is actually
lettuce
served
a year this
in the
one
Garden Grill
single area.
restaurant, including Mickey-shaped cucumbers. How do they do that? Well, they use plastic molds. They put them around the cucumbers when they're young and they fill in the space. And when they get larger, they turn into the shape of Mickey. And just for all these guys who are looking forward to pumpkins
Some of
showing
our
up,
best ideas have been inspired by nature, like these fruit and vegetable trees. By
now, if you're
growing
looking
these
for
ground
pumpkins to
plants
show up in the
vertically,
Magic Kingdom,
we can
Disney already
increase
announced
yield
yesterday
and
they
better
will be
control
a guaranteed
diseases.
show
These
starting
crops
September
taste
15th
as
and all the
good
way
as they
through
look.
October
In fact,
31st.
we serve
So
more
we're
than
excited to
15
know that
tons
just
of
a week or
produce
so
from our
after Labor Day
greenhouses to
weekend,
restaurants here
we're
at
going to
the
get
land
ourselves
every
some
year.
Mickey pumpkins. Halloween and fall decorations are going to be hitting the Magic Kingdom, and fall treats are coming all 4 parks here at Walt Disney World. So great news. Disney Holiday is going to be here the 16th. I'm hoping to grab some reservations for the 15th myself so we can make sure that we can be there to see the decorations the first day they're out. And if they come out before the 15th, we're going to do what we can to get there and share them with you guys.
May include innovative ideas like this vertical growing system. Plants grown in this way use a fraction of the space required by traditional growing methods. That saves water and increases production. The aquaponics system on your left combines hydroponics with aquaculture. The fish provide a natural source of fertilizer for the plants, and the plants help keep the water clean for the fish. It's another great way to produce more while using less. In our lab, EPCOT scientists are working with the U.S. Department of Agriculture on a number of...
Yes, I know. We had a media event today in which the certain media groups were invited to come in and see pictures of a lot of the new things, including the Leota Sipper. Looks pretty cool. We're going to be trying to grab one of those for ourselves. And I'm hoping one of these days we actually get invited by Disney to join some of those media groups, because it's so cool to see things in its early stages in advance of everything. Hopefully they're going to make lots of them Haunted Mansion, because everything else that we've seen, everything else as far as food, for the most part, and or items, are all repeats from last year. So, though it's still kind of cool, the cool cauldron popcorn bucket's returning, the orange one.
Greenhouses represent just a fraction of the work being done worldwide.
Oogie Boogie popcorn bucket should return.
For our growing population. Scientists, farmers, and even backyard gardeners are doing their part to improve the quantity and quality of foods that we all rely upon. Together, we can continue to find more ways to increase food production and protect our precious natural environment.
Exactly. If there's only one new item, it's a lot harder to get that one particular item.
With the land.
And I don't know what it is with Disney and their design groups, but another sipper where you sip and suck the drink out of somebody's head.
Check out the behind the scenes walking tour. It's a chance for the whole family to get up close and personal with the plants and growing techniques in our laboratory. Please keep your hands and feet inside the boat and remain seated until the boat comes to a complete stop.
It's going to be a busy Tuesday, I'm telling you. Have that busy. But all the people from all right, well, guys, thanks for riding Living with the Land with us here in the Land Pavilion at Epcot. I'm riding by myself. The rest of the family is over on Soarin'. They had a 30-minute wait time on Soarin'. I'm curious to see whether or not we're still waiting for them to get off, or whether or not they beat us off. How's it going, Pete? And once again, a successful ride here on Disney on a boat that didn't sink. So that's a success.
Lower your head and watch your step as you exit.
So each row does have a plastic partition in between it, so they can load up the boat fully, making sure no one's sharing airspace in the same way. All right, so let's talk about Halloween stuff. We're still going over and looking at all the information about all of the Halloween merchandise that will be out here in the Magic Kingdom. Of course, the parks will be decorated by the 15th. Food and merchandise will be available shortly before that. And we're looking forward to getting our hands on, like everybody else, the Leota sipper. It is Madame Leota from the Haunted Mansion. It is in a sipper format. The only item that I've seen so far, we may be surprised, is the only item that's new. Everything else that was shared so far by Disney, at least what's been shared, looks to be something from last year. So we're going to have, of course, like I've talked about, we're going to have the Oogie Boogie popcorn bucket, I believe was mentioned as well. Of course, Mickey Pumpkin, that's always going to be good. They're going to have the Hitchhiking Ghost set. It's not really just a popcorn bucket. It's actually 3 pieces. Each one of them separate. Each one of them holds a different piece of food. Last year, they had the popcorn, they had the churros, and they had one other item. It's hard to remember what goes in them because really the food didn't really fit into it all that well. We pretty much ate it immediately anyway. So, but that first party night last year, we spent a lot of time in line waiting just to get the 3 Hitchhiking Ghosts. So it was kind of cool to have that. We have one of those at home, so at least we don't have to fight to get one for ourselves. but it is 3 different pieces. So by the time you get all 3 pieces, it's quite pricey. It's the price he said. It's not your normal $18 popcorn bucket. Even the $25 one that's out, you know, for some of the new specialty ones they've done lately. So that's right. The other one, that's right, Disney Holiday. The other one was a drink. Yeah, it was a good ride, wasn't it? It was good. You guys have a good evening. My boat rider's there with me. The other one was a sipper, and the reason it didn't register with me is because they give you the drink on the side. So there never was drink in mine. It's kind of funny, they make them to do certain things and we never put anything in it. So, hey Diana, how are you doing tonight? We're just kind of talking Halloween merchandise as we're sitting here right outside of Sunshine Seasons. The rest of the family is inside of Soarin'. We just got off of Living with the Land and a peaceful ride. Hopefully nobody's fallen asleep. If you have, just make sure to tap the person that's sitting next to you. So we're doing really well. Today was a great day. It was a quiet, peaceful day. Great weather. We get into the parks. It's all blue skies, very little clouds. We go in the mouse gear to do a little bit of pre-shopping before we went live with you guys. Let's see if there's anything cool. We shared a couple of things on our posts on Instagram and Facebook. We walk out and all of a sudden there's like clouds everywhere. So it was raining, and it was raining while we were on Living with the Land. So I'm curious to see when we come back out if it's going to be continually raining still. So we'll find out here shortly. So from us, as far as from the hurricane, we didn't have any hurricane damage. We barely got rain for the most part. I know there's some terrible images overall, especially from our good friends over in Louisiana in the coastal areas there. We have some friends we needed to check on, and hopefully they're still doing okay. It's rough to see damage like that, especially for those of us who live in these hurricane areas. To see the reports, we know what it's like to see them out of power, out of water. Some will be out for quite a while, so it's I'm hoping that those of us, our associates, our friends who are out in that area, praying that you guys are still well and okay. Death count always worries you when you hear it. That was a lot lower than what a lot of people were saying, so we're just glad it wasn't as bad as some people were projecting it to be. So, but that's hurricane season right now. It's always kind of sketchy when it comes to the market, especially in this area. So, but yeah, we didn't have we barely got a little bit of rain. But hurricane season's not over yet, so we'll just kind of wait and see what happens. For the most part, we're just kind of, like I said, we're just kind of sitting here chatting about Halloween and Halloween coming to the Magic Kingdom. We're excited about the fact that, first of all, one, they are still going to bring the fall decorations, and two, they have a magical show in South Florida. Our owner of Travelmation, the travel company that we work with, is also in the Miami area, and he's always broadcasting bright blue skies when sometimes people fear it's going to be bad. So, but a lot of the stuff for Halloween, I'm glad that one, it's going to be different this year because one, there's not going to be Halloween parties, so it's not going to be limited to doing things at night. So the first thing to share with you guys, if you haven't seen, we actually put together some things for an article just to have it documented and some things we're adding to it. We'll share that eventually, just for reference, because we use it for our own reference as well. But a couple of things to note. First of all, since there will not be Halloween parties at night, the park will be closed technically late at night because the parks, Disney is going to be shifting hours after September 8th. They will have and they will allow in the Magic Kingdom, anyone can wear costumes during the day with limitations. So it's going to be kind of fun. Exactly. Disney Holiday is going to be sort of like having a party. You can still dress up. You can still get the feel. There won't be 18 pounds of candy to walk away with, but as long as you're an adult and you're not wearing a full mask, you cannot wear a full costume mask. It's kind of funny because we're all still going to be wearing masks anyway. But you cannot wear anything that covers the rest of your face. You can't cover up your eyes. You need to be able to see that. But you can dress up and you can have fun as if you were at a costume party. The only thing and stipulation that we always try to share with our followers and let everybody know, have fun with the costumes, but do not be too realistic. And what I mean by that is, what you don't want to do is you don't want to dress up as Cinderella and be so realistic that other guests think that you might be Cinderella. So just keep that in mind, because what they don't want to do is they don't want to have anybody who's a park guest be misled by your costume. So just keep that in mind. They will also, we talked about on our live stream on Monday, we're hoping that they were going to be adding some things that will be sort of Buddha-ish for their cavalcades and for some of their parades that they have, little small parades. They are going to have some characters dressed up. They are going to have some Halloween costumes for characters. So they're going to be a little bit fall themed for some of those cavalcades. So we're looking forward to seeing what those are and sharing those with you guys. We're going to be we're going to try to continue to do a Magic Kingdom Monday live stream moving forward. Try to keep that up as a regular basis. So if you guys like that, put it on your calendar. Hours may vary, but for the time being, we're going to see if we can continue to at least come and share the Magic Kingdom with you guys every Monday. So when it comes to dealing or having that day, we'll make sure to see what kind of new parades we're going to have. Probably start a little earlier on our first one after the Labor Day weekend. So lots of treats, lots of things like that. The other cool thing about the treats, lots of times there's only certain treats you can have during the day. The rest of them, they make them exclusive to the Not So Scary Halloween party. That's not going to be the case this year. That's great news. So if you're one to which you come to Halloween and you enjoy being in the Magic Kingdom around Halloween, but you don't go and pay for the extra ticket for the Halloween party, well, you don't have to worry about missing out. Those items are going to be available all day long. So we're kind of excited about trying some of those again. And that's going to be a lot of fun to do. Also, the other great thing is they're going to not have it just, because normally Halloween is kind of like a Magic Kingdom kind of thing, you know? Well, this year they're going to spread the joy around to the other parks. So they're going to have things at Animal Kingdom. They're going to have things at Hollywood Studios. They're going to have things over in EPCOT here. Matter of fact, I was really shocked to hear some of the things and read that Disney announced that they're going to do here in EPCOT for Halloween season. Because lots of times, like I said, it's just kind of shared normally at the Magic Kingdom. So that's great news. We're going to make sure to share that, guys, with you with either videos, live streams, and stuff like that. So Disney Holic, we would love, you know, to kind of share a Halloween party with you, but unfortunately, we're all kind of missing it at the moment. So for now, what we tell people, if you love the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween parties, you can go to our channel. Last year, we streamed an entire party, all 5 hours. We've done it a couple of times already this season. Put it in the background, play it on the television while you're fixing dinner or just hanging around the house, and it's kind of cool to have that atmosphere, watch the Boo-to-You parade, or at least just hear the soundtrack from it. It really kind of makes us feel good to listen to it. I think sometimes we may watch our own videos more than anybody else does, and that's okay. So, all right. So what I'm going to do, looks as though the 30 minutes was about right. It seems for Soarin'. The rest of the fam are just about to get in the theater. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and head on out, and we'll go check something else out with you guys. I'm hoping we hit some food and wine here soon because I'm getting a little hungry. Wonder if we can see some of the characters up here. Oh, I see Pluto and Mickey. So yes, as we talked about, you can actually, the characters are still here at the Garden Grill. And they do. So you can still have a dining experience there and you can still see characters. You guys are so mean, it smells so good. And the rest of us just have to smell it. So, but it's great. I'm glad the characters are here. We really were afraid that they weren't going to be able to come back, but it is. It's a really great setup. I was just telling everybody the characters are still up and about, and everybody still gets to say hello. And it's got Mickey, Pluto, I think Chip and Dale as well. So that's awesome. But thank you guys, appreciate it. So I like the fact that you can still see Mickey and the gang here at the Garden Grill. What do you guys think of my new hat? I'm still trying to get used to it. It's not a baseball cap, but it was 30% off plus an additional 20% off. And it matches the new shirt I have, so, you know, I'm trying to get used to it. It's much more, Morgan referred to him as Farmer Chris. I don't take that, I take that as a compliment. My dad has been a farmer as a hobbyist for many, many years. And he's got a much more of a green thumb than I do. And it's amazing some of the things he does. I'll share with you kind of what it looks like tonight as far as crowds. Steady guests coming in, but it's not nearly as bad. They've, of course, roped off certain areas of the Sunshine Seasons, and certain tables are not available. Well, thank you, Diana. I appreciate that. Even if you're just being sweet. Oh, and you come back outside and you're like, oh, wait, that's right. It's humid out here. Crazy humid. Looks like we may still have some rain. We'll see. This definitely has been raining since we've been inside. Got another couple of hours while the park is still open. We're going to see if we can maybe get on Frozen Ever After. I do want to, we want to check out some more food and wine areas as well. Do you guys do like us? Do you come to Food and Wine and like eat on several little entrees, samplings, and that's your meal? So it could be problematic or difficult maybe sometimes to try to get a meal out of it, because sometimes there's some, you know, distance and time in between each of those. Sort of like going out for tapas, small plates, so to speak. This is the area where the butterfly garden was. That's just really sad, unfortunately. They built this area just for the butterfly garden, so it would be out of the way from over there, to where it usually is, and it wasn't. I didn't even get a chance to go in this year, honestly. We made 2 EPCOT trips to Flower and Garden before the park shut down, so I didn't get a chance to see the new butterfly garden. I think it's a great spot for it, though. What's really strange, guys, I don't know about you, but to walk through here and to not hear a monorail, because there is no park hopping at the moment, there's no need for an EPCOT monorail, because honestly, there's no reason for someone to have to go to EPCOT and then back over to the Magic Kingdom, because, you know, you can't go to more than one park in a day. So these just kind of remain. Yeah, it is creepy. At nighttime, I like to come in here and, you know, because this is the only park that's truly like open till dark. And, you know, in the past, I've stayed out and just taken pictures of the monorail coming through, especially with the backdrop of Spaceship Earth. But there's just no monorail. So it's almost, I would say that the railing, it almost looks like it's an eyesore now. You know, normally it's what it carries your monorail in, so you don't think anything of it. But now that it's always empty and there's never a monorail, it's like, well, that just kind of gets in the way of all the other cool things to do and take pictures of. So they've shut down one of the snack kiosks over here. Not all of them are open all the time now anyway. Now, if we had gotten here a little bit earlier in the day, this is one of the areas in which they do have characters. They come out and they, well, I guess the best word to say is they romp around in the grass between Joy or Winnie the Pooh. They will hang out. And you can come over and while they won't come right up to the fence, too close to you, they will come back and just kind of hang out from behind. You can take some social distancing selfies, SDSs as we call them. And so they'll just kind of, sometimes they'll jump around up there and then come over here and let you take a picture with them as they stand kind of back from the fence. So Diana, are the restaurants still open? A lot of the restaurants, yes, are still open. Not every one of them. For instance, Spice Road Table in Morocco is open. Italian restaurant is open. You can still get Beer Garden over in Germany is still open. Teppan just opened up this past week, so you can now dine at Teppan over in Japan. Certain other restaurants are still closed, such as the places over in China. And last time I checked, the fish and chip stand over in the UK was closed. The Parisian restaurants, one of them is getting set to reopen, but it is not yet. Unless something's changed, we'll find out as we walk by tonight. Kind of reminds me of Inspiration Falls. As you sit here, it inspires you to go deeper and deeper into the Imagination Pavilion. Teppan, the last time we had Teppan was a great meal. We went with a family, some friends of ours, a large group, and it was a really great meal. And it was a later reservation, so by the time we walked out, the restaurant was still open, but everything else in the park had closed. So we got to walk through the World Showcase by ourselves. It was really nice. So yeah, the jumping fountains, they are turned off. I think that's the reason for that is, well, they just don't want everyone crowding to play with them. Because anything you have like that is an attraction that encourages people to stand close and into one area is a big no-no at the moment. So they've turned off the jumping fountains only because of the fact that they're so close, and they do encourage people, especially that one spot where they, areas where they jump from one side to the other. People like to crowd underneath, especially to try to grab the fountain water as it goes from one to the other. And they just don't want to encourage that at the moment. I can't say I come up here very often. It's a cool little spot. So these kiosks over here are not quite open for food and wine. I'm not sure what the opening dates are. Now, mind you, if we were in a regular year and it wasn't 2020, next weekend would basically be the weekend for the start of food and wine. Last year, it started the last week of August. It started on the exact same day as opening day for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Disney's so mean sometimes. They like plan things on the exact same days. So we had to decide, do you go to Galaxy's Edge or do you go to Food and Wine? So yeah, we're coming up on the anniversary, the 1-year anniversary of Galaxy's Edge. And then the next month, about this time, we're going to be at the 1-year anniversary for the opening of the Disney Skyliner. Oh, so I want to have some crepes with you guys. We'll have to bring the kids and help us eat them. Susan can't have any of those. Again, it's so weird. It's like the monorail is empty. So is the jumping fountains. Figment is still open, but we haven't actually ridden Figment since the park reopened. I know there's lots of people who have the same mind that Journey to Imagination is just not the same as it used to be. These little fountains are up and running though. Surprising. Don't bother. So Disney Holic, Galaxy's Edge. We were just there on Wednesday. Still fun. Characters are still distance, but I can tell you what, I would say if you for your first visit, hopefully things will return closer to normal, if not completely back to the way it was. It's something to say to have stormtroopers just walking around as you're going to the land. The marketplace is open, and it's not uncommon for you to be walking around, turn around, and get interrogated by Kylo Ren because he doesn't like the way you look. It does happen. So Diana, the Skyliner is running. It is actually running. And of course, if you're in one of the hotels that's serviced by the Skyliners, it's a great way to get transportation to and from the parks. Right now, Pop Century is open. Caribbean Beach Resort is open. The Riviera Resort is open. Boardwalk, the beach, and the Yacht Club are all serviced and open right now. So those who are in the EPCOT entry area can ride the Skyliners over to Hollywood Studios, and those like Pop Century and Riviera and Caribbean can ride over to EPCOT. When we make our way over to France, we'll probably see them running in the background. Honestly, because we haven't had a chance to go park hopping, we haven't actually ridden the Skyliner since the parks have reopened. Just because of the fact that, well, you can't go and just park at Pop Century, and Art of Animation, not being open before, meant that it just didn't have a lot of back and forth as far as that goes. So, but we'll have to ride the Skyliner here soon because basically we want to know what it's like. Love the Skyliner. A lot of people were concerned about it when it was opening up. It's going to be too hot. It's not air conditioned. There's no way I'm going to be able to ride it. It's actually very doable. It's very nice. Ventilation's great. So we'll have to go check that out and kind of share that experience with you guys soon as well. If you guys are looking to come for a trip to Disney World here soon, of course, we'd love to help you guys do that. But just kind of give you a heads up right now, a lot of people are staying at Pop Century because of the fact that there are no all-star resorts. There is no Art of Animation. And if you want to stay at a moderate resort right now, Caribbean Beach is pretty much your only option at the moment. Later on, in the middle of October, Coronado Springs will reopen. And we have several clients who are going to be staying at Coronado Springs right after it opens up. So at least of a different options other than just one being Caribbean Beach. So when Caribbean Beach first opened up the last week of July, it was so crowded because it was the only moderate resort open. So everyone who was in a moderate resort or even in a value that got maybe upgraded, they were all just kind of culminated right there in Caribbean Beach real quick. So hopefully we'll get some more hotels open here soon. Especially want to hear some word on Port Williams French Quarter and Riverside, because we honestly love those hotels, and so do a lot of our travel clients. So Haunted Mansion 138, it's actually, I'm scared of heights. I ride all kinds of thrill rides, and I love thrill rides, but heights are a problem for me personally, and I feel quite comfortable on the Skyliner. So I don't know if it's the small space that would be a reason for you maybe not wanting to try it, or if it's the heights. But I'd say it's worth trying. What I would suggest you do is maybe try a shorter span, because there are shorter ones. Don't get on the Caribbean beach to Epcot for your first ride. Try the one from Hollywood Studios to the Caribbean. It's a very short ride. You know, if you just don't like it, then, you know, you'll know then without having to be on a much longer period. But I had a lot of people who were scared about it. I know that right after it opened up, there was an incident. I used the word incident lightly. Some people were horrified by what happened. It was a malfunction that, you know, something like that, until you get it all the bugs out. It just happened to be one of those bugs that hadn't worked out just yet. It was 3 hours of roughness for people, but it hasn't happened since. So that's the other thing. Yeah, Skyliner, only one party is allowed in each gondola at the moment. So if you're coming, while that's still the situation, it's a lot better because you don't have to share it with anybody else. So our crew is about to rejoin me if they know where I am. Hey guys. The other thing about the Skyliner is that the ventilation is really great. The way that it opens up at the top, it does let airflow through. So it does really well as far as keeping you cool. A lot better than I thought it was going to be. All right, so Skipper Bob, how are you doing tonight? I heard some kind of announcement for Universal at the end of the month. And you're asking me if we heard something new, or is there something new that I might not have heard about? I know we did get some more information about some new things, some new promotions and stuff like that. We're going to be going through those and checking those out as well. But I did get at least a couple of things from Universal this morning. We'll have to make sure we kind of get those all squared away. The Contemporary, Diana, right now you can, it's going to be opening up. There's certain things you can do at the Contemporary as well, but it is, I'm trying to remember if it's one in which we've had any issues with it. Any info on discounts for next year? Well, Diana, what generally happens when it comes to discounts for Disney is they kind of work on a quarterly fashion. We have certain discounts out that are available for the next month or so. What we're waiting for is to see what kind of discounts might be made available for October, November, and December, and we're still waiting to hear about that. I don't expect we're going to hear something for the first of the year until probably about maybe November, right afterwards, depending on how things go. Right now, everything as far as how schedules work is so messed up right now. Here's what we tell about all of our travel clients, though, if you're waiting to say, well, you know what, I definitely want to make a trip, but I'm waiting to see what the discounts are. This is what we do, and this is what we do for our clients. The best thing to do is to make your reservation as early as possible so you can get the lowest basic rate. Because what happens is over time, let's just say whatever the rate is right now for, let's say, a Pop Century room, come January 1st, the basic rate, the default rate may have gone up. So the best thing to do is just get your reservation in as soon as possible. $200 deposit usually will take care of it. Or if you're going just a room and you don't need tickets, and just the first night stay deposit. But reason we say go ahead and make that reservation, what happens is when they do come out with promotions, then like for our clients, what we do is we contact Disney and we just revise the reservation to accommodate for that discount. So let's just say you're doing a 20% off discount for a certain room. Well, you've got a reservation and you're paying full rate, flat rate, and a new promotion comes out for February. Well, what we normally do is we go through and you see all of our clients who are going to be booked in that period, say in February. We then get on the phone, we spend the day just making sure all of our reservations are checked, and then we just modify the reservations to accommodate for the discount. You make sure you've got a low rate, and then of course when the promotions come out, you just modify your reservation accordingly. That way you get the hotel and the resort that you want, as opposed to waiting for the new promotions to come out, especially with something like free dining or something like that. Everybody goes in, swipes up all the rooms, and you might not get the hotel that you want. It's better to go ahead and have the room and then modify it for the reservation afterwards. That's our little trick. Yes, Disney Holiday. They for now, at least for us, we are premier pass holders at Universal. Normally, we get a free Halloween Horror Night ticket. We get valet parking. None of those that are available are open right now. So for now, they're going to allow us to bring in a guest for free. So everyone in our family can invite a guest. So we're taking applications. It's a good thing. So how was Soarin'?
It was good.
Skipper Bob says something is blowing up on Twitter. Something is coming 8/31 related to Halloween Horror Nights. Huh. I wonder. We'll have to wait and see. I'll have to check into that. I haven't heard about it.
No, you can't see me, but hello.
No, they can see Ranfully fine.
Daddy can't see me. Hello?
I can't see anything. My glasses are
Daddy
fogged.
can't see me.
Guys, you need to wear contacts or something.
I would love to wear contacts. Who's talking?
So, you have Morgan and I for 15 more minutes.
So, you guys, that was 30 minutes.
It was, well, see, we ran into the...
Not supposed to run in the parks.
The disinfecting cycle.
Oh, okay.
So we got all the way up to where they
Eric says hi, Connie.
You guys are hilarious.
Hi, Susan.
Hi.
So we ran into the disinfection cycle.
Yeah, so we
Okay.
had to wait a good 15 minutes or so. But
Okay.
I'd rather we were the first people on. It was the cleanest to ride.
The most disinfected Soarin' ride that there was.
Yeah, exactly.
So Skipper Bob says we need to look out and keep our eyes out because a lot of things on Twitter that something's being announced on 8/31 for Universal as in response to Halloween Horror Nights.
Really?
So I'm curious to see what that might be.
Yeah.
6 feet of stairs.
It was 6 feet of scares. It's like I'm gonna get you, but from over
Maybe
here.
they'll do cavalcades like with the characters.
Have you done the Universal makeup?
The makeup show? The horror makeup show? Not since I've reopened. Did you do that?
Oh my gosh, we did it today. It was amazing.
Beetlejuice?
Came out.
Okay, that's
my favorite.
that's one.
We said it one time.
Oh, Beetlejuice.
That's okay. That's okay. He's not licensed up here in this park.
We're safe.
He is my favorite.
Oh, he's.
Came out and they did this whole show. It was really fun.
Oh yeah, he.
Very fun. It is a little interesting though because they had audience interaction. They brought people up.
Oh,
Yes.
Huh.
that would be unexpected. I would not have expected
They
that.
brought people up on
Sounds
stage,
horrifying.
Definitely
cut
scary,
somebody's
depending
arm
on
off.
who you are.
Oh, it's always good when somebody's arm gets
Yep,
cut off.
Cut somebody's arm off. There's a lot of blood. A lot of blood, but
That's okay.
no, it's okay. Universal's
Gotta be disarmed.
got a lot of lawyers.
You've seen the show. You've seen somebody's arm get cut. Boy, this sounds like a great Disney stream. So if you guys are just joining us, we're here in EPCOT this evening. Park closes at 9, which is the latest of any of the 4 parks. At this point, Animal Kingdom is already closed. It closes at 6 o'clock. And Magic Kingdom's closed. That's right. So there's really only 2 parks open at this moment. At 8 o'clock, we will be losing Hollywood Studios, at which point we will be the only Disney park still open. Of course, Disney Springs is open till 10. Oh, it has been raining, England and Portugal. It rained very, very shortly. Matter of fact, it worked out well. We were in the land. We were living with the land and inside and staying out of the rain. So living with the land is now renamed staying out of the rain. It was a nice boat ride.
Living with the dryness.
Living with the dryness. Diana, you're going to get us in trouble with that Beetlejuice. Oh, I said it again. Oh. So, Diana, that's a rough spot right now. Being the fact that we are Platinum Plus annual pass holders, that means that we have access to ESPN, which unfortunately right now is closed, and we have access as Platinum Plus to the 2 water parks That would be Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon, both of which are closed. So yes, both the water parks are still closed right now, which it seems kind of wrong that we're having to pay an upgraded fee for access to things that aren't accessible. So no, we can't go to the water parks, which is really sad, especially since we cannot go to Volcano Bay just because of the fact that we don't have that upgraded pass there. So yeah, we haven't been to a water park in so long. I'm really kind of confused and shocked by that because the fact of the matter is, if you can have Volcano Bay open, why can't we have Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon? I mean, put me in a big old pool of chlorinated water. I don't think you can be any more safe than that, but that's just my opinion. But no, we're still without our water parks, and there's no word on that right now. So hopefully things will change here soon. Eric says hello to the whole fam. We've got a whole crew.
I'm not the fam.
She's an extended fam. It's the extended fam.
We're good.
All the way from LA.
You're hungry?
It's 3 hours behind.
So hungry.
Starving. Look at him.
I'm a little hungry myself.
Day.
And they have pumpkin drinks at Starbucks, and I have yet to have one.
They have pumpkin drinks at Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts. We are not sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. We don't know who they are. It's okay. We're not sponsored by Starbucks either.
I was gonna say you're sponsored by Starbucks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We are living large.
Speaking of sponsors, it's time to do a sponsorship. All right, tonight's live stream is brought to you by tonight's sponsorship or live stream is brought to you by me and Susan. We are your Travelmation travel agents. We would love to have the opportunity to help you plan your next Universal or Disney trip. We are our own sponsor. So now back to the regularly scheduled program.
I hope that wasn't on live. I said it like it.
All right. Do we need some foods?
You want some there? You don't want the beer
Soup
cheese
sounds
soup,
good.
the cheddar and bacon soup?
Soup sounds pretty good.
No? Liberty says no.
What? You said no to the soup? Really? Wow. Hey Diana, anytime you guys have any questions, hey Andrew, you can reach down into our descriptions. You guys can always contact us. We have an email address. We write down into the description. You can always reach us either at, you can reach me at chris@earearmagic.com. Or if you have specific questions about travel, you can always reach me at chrisedwards@travelmation.net. Like I said, my email address is in the description. Love to hear from you guys for anything. Oh, it smells so good. So, popcorn is not open and available over in the Imagination Pavilion, but it is open and available over at Canada. So are we gonna go get some mac and cheese? Is that what I'm feeling?
You guys want mac and cheese? No mac and cheese? Yes, mac and cheese.
Oh, I can smell the maple popcorn, guys. Oh, it smells so good. So as a reminder for you guys, all the Flower and Garden Festival merchandise is now 30% off. If you're an annual pass holder, you get an additional 20% off. And that's why I am wearing this hat tonight. No shows. So that's my 30% off and my 20% off. So I think I'm with my mask and my hat on. I think I'm ready to hit the trail.
They have the Eiffel Tower in there. Have you seen them?
No, but they're probably
What's that?
The Eiffel Tower.
You mean the macarons?
No.
Yeah, that one's there as well. It's in the French Pavilion.
They have
Yep.
some of the macarons?
I don't know if they have them in stock, but they have them. They also have new seasonal. They also have new seasonal macarons available over in France.
Wait,
But
what?
no, you don't want to listen to my advice. I will keep it to myself.
Susan will be in France.
Thank you.
I love it when I can share. I'm holding information from Susan. Yes, there are seasonal macarons over in France that we have not checked out yet.
Macaroons and stuff.
So we'll have to. Oh, this might be the last thing you do with us tonight. Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's sad.
We might have to eat macarons without you. Or maybe we'll be nice enough to get some and bring them home. So Susan and Morgan will be leaving us here in a few minutes. They have another appointment later tonight. But we will be glad to share our experiences eating the macarons on our live stream, Susan. If you want the rest of everybody else who's joining us tonight to feel bad because you can't have them, then I'm just like, well, they have to kind of go off of whatever it smells like on board their screen. Hello. Oh, it feels so good in here. So now our daughter has tried the mac and cheese, the lobster mac and cheese in here. I have not yet. So this is the the EPCOT World Show Place Event Center. It's often used for special events. For food and wine, they put a few options in here. They do have the mac and cheese table. They do have the Appleseed Orchard where you can get certain apple ciders, as well as the really cool apple caramel popcorn. We might get some of that to share with you guys tonight. We'll see. They have desserts and champagne over next to that. Desserts being some really cool cake pops, and I'm talking real cake pops.
Are you gonna stay there?
And then festival favorites, they have a few other items over there as well, which some of the ones that have been done at previous festivals. So wow, the longest lines I've seen in a while. We'll take a look. All right, so you've got gourmet mac and cheese, buffalo chicken macaroni and cheese,
You can taste
Lobster.
the maple syrup before we go.
and macaroni and cheese.
I'm gonna take Morgan to do that. Have you have a seat?
You gotta go with mom. You gotta go.
So what are you in the mood for? Are you guys wanting something to eat from here?
I want something to eat.
I do too.
Mac and cheese again.
Oh, Carrie, the nitro pops are so good. We got to enjoy those last time. I really enjoyed them.
I want some of that.
You want the buffalo chicken?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds pretty good, actually. All right, let's go grab some mac and cheese.
You guys want any mac and cheese?
It's a pretty good line for mac and cheese.
All the lines along this room's like stuffed.
This is like the biggest. This is the longest line we've seen for the mac and cheese in a while.
Like all the other lines in this room are also like filled to the brim.
Now, Susan and Morgan are checking out the Burton's Maplewood Farm syrup tasting over there. Really great syrups. Oh, we did a live stream week ago this week. Hey, Owen. Week ago last week, we did a live stream with Tim Burton. Not that Tim Burton, the Tim Burton of Burton Maplewood Farm. He and his wife operate the farm, and they just make these excellent syrups. And they're fired and they're stored in used barrels from distilleries who have exchanged barrels with them. So there's these syrups. They're really rich. They're full of flavor, but they taste just like whatever alcohol barrel they're using, even though it contains very little, if any, alcohol whatsoever. So it's pretty impressive. Diana, so we are inside. This is a event hall that exists in between the UK and Canada. They use this for a lot of special events. Oftentimes, whenever you see that Other groups will show you like media events. Like today, normally there would have been a media event here for Halloween, as opposed to the Magic Kingdom. They will do media events in here. They will do special dining and dinners and things like that. We have done Tables in Wonderland special events in here. It's just a good. They've done DVC member mixers in here before for Christmas. It's just a good space to use. Normally it's closed off. The doors are closed up there at the gate. Nobody even knows that it's here most of the time. But they were good enough to decide to put 4 of their food and wine areas here this year. So it stays out of the rain. It's a good space overall. It's air conditioned, so even during the hot parts of the day, you can enjoy the foods. Right now we're at the mac and cheese space. Mac and cheese. One of them being the lobster mac and cheese, the buffalo chicken mac and cheese. All right, so Owen, which one are you getting?
Lobster.
The lobster mac?
That's what I got last time.
You got that last time, okay. And you're
It's
getting
like
the buffalo
creamy with
chicken?
creamy.
Yep.
Okay.
It's creamy with creamy. It mixes terrible.
I did not get a bite to try of that last time, so.
Did you want something like?
I might get some myself.
No, I mean last time. Did you want to play mine?
We'll see. I don't know, unless I get it myself.
I mean like
You can have mini dinners, just a
So-
whole bunch of entrees and desserts.
Well, right now it'll all be mac and cheese for the most part.
You're gonna get
Waiting for a
macs, and
space.
you're gonna get the cheese.
So Diana, we are actually travel agents, so I don't know as far as working with agents. I mean, we're kind of, we are agents ourselves, so we are working with a licensed group. Travelmation is one of 3, not one of 3, but one of the top, earmarked is the term I'm using as far as agencies that works for travel Disney destinations. So we don't necessarily work with agents as much as we are agents, but if you've already got an agent, that's awesome. Like, you know, we don't ever want to take anybody from anybody else's agent, but anytime someone doesn't have an agent or just someone who needs someone who's a little bit more into the mix of things, we'd be glad to help anybody out. That's just, you know, we'd love to help and kind of be their agent from now on. So I wonder how much syrup Susan and Morgan are having over there.
They're probably trying it all. You gotta get all the syrup.
Are all the ladies over there? Yep, they're all over there.
Well, there be somehow got mine. I didn't know.
Actually, she didn't get to have any like you guys did the other day.
Yeah.
She hasn't tried it like.
Applejack one's really good. It's kind of like a bus stop.
The Applejack brandy is very good. They have Applejack brandy. They also have a Kentucky bourbon.
This one's moving pretty fast.
It does. I mean, most of the mac and cheese is already kind of prepared, so
The only thing that's really holding up the line is like people getting the orders through,
yeah.
which is kind of good because while it is, you do have to wait. Like if it was quick, then they'll definitely put pressure on the chefs for sure.
Honestly, Dinah, the best way to get pricing is when it comes to just getting the cheapest price and the best price, it's really kind of promotions through Disney. Disney is not like some of the other, you know, destinations where they have coupon codes or, well, if you go onto this website, you can get it this cheap. I mean, there's different ways and different things people will try and recommend as far as getting the best price. The big thing is just to make sure that you're working with someone who's looking out for you and making sure that if there is a promotion or if there is a deal or if there's something that they're on it and they're making sure that you're being taken care of. So we, as travel agents, we get a commission off of when our travel clients travel from the vendors. So after our clients have finished their vacations, Disney will give us a commission. But the fact of the matter is that we only want a commission that we've earned. So we don't want to do anything but make sure that you have the best price and the best vacation because we want you to come back and enjoy it again later. So just make sure you look out for those promotions, that you're not buying something that you don't really need. It's just making sure that, you know, it's not a one hat fits all kind of scenario. For some clients, we tell them, you know what, you really should consider this and this. others would like for your family, I wouldn't consider those options because it's not really necessary. So just making sure that someone's not trying to sell you something that you don't really need or is not good for your family. So, and right now there are no dining plans. They have actually discontinued all Disney World dining plans for the rest of the year. So it's until they get things back up. And we talk about with our clients as well. It's not going to work for everybody. So unfortunately, Disneyholic, we don't do DVC rentals. DVC rentals is by third-party corporations and third parties, and so we work directly with Disney. We are officially Disney recognized and authorized as far as Travelmation is concerned, and so that is not something we can personally help with. But if you are ever looking to purchase with cash, you can book DVC villas. We'll be glad to give you quotes and help you out with that as well. So I think we should be good. All right, you guys ready? Hello. Doing good. How are you? You want to hold it? Oop. All right, so we need one buffalo chicken.
Okay, Beth. What have we got? What did you
Buffalo
order?
mac and cheese.
Buffalo mac and cheese.
Lobster mac and cheese, and I don't remember which one that is.
Mac and cheese.
I got the plant-based.
Morgan got maple syrup. You guys who watched our live stream with
Morgan's
us.
house.
Yeah.
So which maple syrup did you get? Hello.
And the grade B because it's awesome.
Thank you. Now, there's the lobster, buffalo. Now, I'm so confused. Normally, the Orlando on your name tag goes on the bottom. Yeah, so thank you, Orlando. Appreciate it. All right, so we're going to make sure we get our...
Discussing options for drinking maple syrup. You guys are going to go eat mac and cheese. And Morgan and I are heading home.
I got the plant-based. I wanted to try something. I would not normally order this because I like my protein and meat, but I wanted to try it out. I wanted to see what you guys thought.
I like their chili, their plant-based chili that they had at Woody's Lunchbox before they closed.
It smells really good.
I tried that, and it's the similar product.
I'm doing this one just for Haunted Mansion. She said she wanted a vegan option. I said, well, I need to get a vegan option.
Well, there you go. Okay, smooches,
So-
everyone. Mwah.
Hey,
Goodbye,
before you go,
goodbye. Yes?
before you go,
Before I go, photos. Got it. Which one? You have the other two, right?
we got buffalo chicken over there. We got the lobster,
We got the plant-based.
and we got
Okay,
the
don't
plant-based.
Don't move the table.
What's in the dessert?
Squirmy worm.
If you say dessert and champagne, I'm gonna walk away.
He's just gonna point out that we're getting ready to walk away anyway.
Yeah.
Can you move your seat?
We got pictures so we can look back on them later. All right. Thanks, guys. Be safe.
Bye. Have a good time.
All right. I want to try just a bite
You go ahead.
of the lobster mac. All right. So here we go. I can flip this around. Oh, I can smell the lobster.
Strong flavor.
I can smell the lobster. That's good. Whew. Definitely taste the lobster now. It's got some crunch in there too. So they do have certain tables at the far end that do have some seats. Most of the tables here at the end are standing. To be honest, I'm used to this at Food and Wine anyway, because at Food and Wine, most of the time I'm eating off of a trash can, so this is an improvement already, right? Bespoke Magic Trips, how are you doing tonight? We are having some macaroni and cheese here at EPCOT. So we just tried the lobster mac. What do you think? Still good? You've had it before. So, I mean, just the fact that he ordered it a second time is a good thing. What about the, let me see, this is the buffalo chicken. Is it good and spicy?
It's pretty spicy.
You get a little bit of chicken in there. Not too
It
spicy.
really takes a certain bite to really get to it.
I think so. Yeah, so far I like the lobster one. That's really good. All right, so now I'm going to try the one that's got peppers and plant-based sausage. It smells like you can smell the spices.
Can you try a bite of that one as well?
Sure, go for it.
Up. And
Got it?
there we go.
You want to try a bite? This is almost spicier than the buffalo chicken. Almost. It's not like a seasoning spices as opposed to hot spices.
This is good.
Okay, Haunted Mansion. I'm not one to get a lot of vegan options. I would get this again. This is really good. If you gave this to me and asked me to try it, and you didn't tell me ahead of time that it was plant-based, I might not know the difference. It does have that spice to it. So I think that's a win. That's really good. Now, at the same time, even if it was really sausage, it's not something I would normally put on a mac and cheese. A little different. Speaking of a strange mac and cheese, it is kind of a win for all because everyone gets to enjoy it. And more options for everybody. I'm glad they do that, especially like, you know, when Susan comes through Flower and Garden, there's only 2 things that are gluten-free. It's somewhat kind of rough that she has to watch everybody else eat and enjoy. So, if you want a very unique mac and cheese, one I've never had, Big Fire Grill, Universal City Walk. As a side, you can order the mac and cheese. It comes with pork belly in it. Not vegan in the slightest, but unique as far as options as far as mac and cheese is concerned. So did you try the syrups? Did you try the syrup? Did it let you try syrup? Oh, okay.
Mac and cheese is good. Like from last time, they did significantly downgrade the size, and it wasn't baked, but it was still really good.
There is a lot of the plant-based sausage. There's almost more of it than there is the macaroni and cheese pasta.
Then not really
But-
cheese, macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, it's not as much cheese. It's almost like a sausage pasta.
Well, they can't really put cheese.
Oh yeah, there's
on it.
cheese in it, by the way. Like an afterthought.
Probably plant-based cheese.
It almost does have more of a pasta dish as opposed to mac and cheese. I know mac and cheese is a pasta dish, but you know, I'm surprised it's not mentioned what type it is. Caleb, do you have your mask on?
Yeah.
Can you go check the menu and see if they tell us what type of meat, sausage it is, if it's like a brand? All right, we need to get something in your stomach as well. What would you like in your stomach?
We were talking about the macaroons earlier.
That's kind of sweet. Do you want anything savory?
Syrup with house-made Italian sausage and peppers.
Oh, it's house made.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Did you hear that, Haunted Mansion? They make it here. So it is brand. It's Disney brand. So, ooh. I don't have anything to drink, and this is starting to build in heat.
I'll eat the rest of it.
I'm not saying I'm not going to eat it.
I guess you're spicy. I'll just eat the rest of it for you.
I'm just saying that it's spicy. So some of the other items here, they do have the cake pops. You can get either a plain M&M or is it Twix? Some sort of candy bar. One of the excellent chefs here at Disney. And of course, if you want something that's a little bit more, they do have like adult beverages here as well. But one of the things that usually comes in Food and Wine, they have a Guinness milkshake that's available. Comes in a take-home cup or plastic cup. Because they don't have Ireland open outside as a kiosk, you can find it in here. You got Wi-Fi in here?
No.
You should be in Wi-Fi.
This is
All right.
what require Wi-Fi.
All right.
Yes, I made sure. This was the Zen game we got on to me earlier.
All right, so there's our mac and cheese. We need to find something for the little one over here.
He's currently on
What do you want?
the. You want to be
All right, so this is the World Show place.
something? Switch to go with it.
What?
Are you stressed to go with it?
I can't hear you.
Can we get some desserts?
Dessert. Well, we'll go check out what we can over. We're gonna go check out some stuff over in France. It looks like. Yeah, we need to get something to drink, especially after having that sausage. That's spicy.
Do they have like any like drinks maybe?
They have the s'mores. It's not really a drink.
I mean, maybe anything like in the showcase in general.
I'm sure they do. We'll have to go look and do some searching.
I mean, we
So-
usually do,
Oh no, it's fine.
we usually do food, but we don't usually do drinks. It's just something if you want to do today, then I'm fine. I'm not gonna get anything else. I'm full. I'm good.
So a lot of the tables are full here. I mean, there's like, I'm counting maybe a dozen tables that are empty. Sure, a fellow Hufflepuff.
There's the dessert area. Where you got the s'mores and the liquid nitro pops.
Yeah, that's where we got the s'mores and the liquid nitro pops,
I like the s'mores.
which are really good, and they're actually cake pops as opposed to
Popsicles.
certain other things in other places we've been to where it's not really a cake pop. And then the other one we didn't talk about in full as far as festival favorites here. They have pierogies,
Oh, there's the pierogies here.
and yep, they have the
They
they
had those. I
have
love those.
seafood fisherman's pie,
I haven't had the pierogies in so long.
spanakopita, the grease,
I want one of those.
and then I think where is it down here at the bottom? Where is it?
Over the Tawny.
Yeah, there we go. The Guinness Bailey's milkshake. So I'll tell you, and if you get one of those, do not put those containers, the little cup that you get with it, don't put that in the washer. It will not come out. Well, it will, but you won't recognize it.
It will officially lose its Irish.
It's a shrinky dink. It shrinked it and it dinked it, and it's like, so you don't get to use it anymore. So, all right, we're gonna head back out. It should be getting dark right about now, huh?
Yep.
We got 1 hour left. Let's go find at least some other stuff to go try.
There's about to get barbecue.
Use the force, Luke.
I can go for some Regal Eagle.
All right, so we're gonna make our way over to France. We're gonna go check out, see if we can find out what we can about the seasonal macarons. At least report that back to Susan. I don't know if we can get them back to Susan before we eat them all. We'll see. Depends on how good they are. Always an excuse to come back and try them again later. We got 2 pavilions that go through, the UK until we get over to France. So let's have a little fun. If you guys are up for it. Here in the chat, we need you guys to play though. Here's the thing. We're gonna play Guess That Disney Movie with emojis. Let you guys see if you can use your emojis, your emoticons, to see if we can guess, and everyone else can guess what Disney movie you're thinking of. So go ahead and get your keyboards out. let us know. And you can tell us what Disney movie, what's your favorite Disney movie, whatever you think you can want to use, but using only emoticons, there it goes. Emojis in the comments. Let me know your favorite Disney movie. See if I can guess, and if anybody else in the comments can guess what your favorite Disney movie is. It seems like it's gotten a little bit more crowded. Rose and Crown is open. No, Diana, you were asking earlier about restaurants. Of course, nothing for the fish and chips. Now, you can still get fish and chips, but you just have to order them from the Rose and Crown. And you can get them through mobile order, I believe. All right. Haunted Mansion has some, I see a pair of eyes and a Christmas tree. Which Disney movie? Huh. Let's see, any guys who have any suggestions? Anybody else? Eyes, and it is a Christmas tree, right? With my half fog glasses. I was gonna say, what is it, Nightmare Before Christmas? Look at that beautiful sky up there. Oh, Disney Holiday says The Nightmare Before Christmas too. Nope, it's not that. Eyes at a Christmas tree. It's a beautiful sky. Guess Disney Holiday if you got Mary Poppins. So you can see the Skyliner is running. Cool picture. Just as the sun is setting. Ah, so it's not a Christmas tree. It's a bunch of trees. Eyes and a bunch of trees.
Eyes in a forest?
Robin Hood? Yes, Cotton Candy Skies, most definitely. All right, so it was Mary Poppins with Disney Holic. Gotta love the easy ones with the carousel horses. So eyes and a bunch of trees. All right, I'm trying to think. What Disney movie is about a bunch of trees? A forest. It's not Robin Hood. Something wicked this way comes. Anybody else have any ideas?
Do you like rotisserie chicken? Yes. I would not.
Well, Pocahontas, that has a forest in it. Nope, not Pocahontas. The Frozen 2.
Is it Snow White?
They said, I think someone guessed Snow White, and they said it wasn't Snow White.
I just
Good night,
remember the
Diana. Have a good one.
I just remember the eyes in that scene, so.
Oh, yeah. Which one was it? Which one was it, Haunted Mansion? Was it Frozen or Frozen 2? So So is this where the macarons would be? I'm checking. I'm gonna look in the. I'm gonna sneak my eyes in the window first. I'm peeking in the windows. I got Grand Marnier in there though. What's the deal with that? Wow, it's a long line to get into that area as well. Watch her in the woods. Oh, yeah. I got you. All right, Eric, do you have one? All right, so I'm trying to figure out where the macarons would be. Do you think they would be in there, in the ice cream spot?
Isn't that what the macarons are?
No, macarons aren't necessarily ice cream. They're a bakery item.
Honestly.
We'll jump in line and see. Oh my gosh, yeah, watching the woods was rough. That was a scary one. There's a lot of Disney movies and lots of other kids movies that, as a child, were frightening. I think so. I agree with you, Andrew. I don't think they were going to be here. I don't think that they are. But this is the line for the bakery up here. Let's go jump in this other line. I want to go with Andrew. Yeah, I don't think they would be here. I think the kids are thinking of the fact that they have macaroni ice cream sandwiches. What else are we going to do?
If everybody wants to be fat as well.
So Tanya was here earlier. I ran into Tanya at the Magic Kingdom on Monday. She showed up on Tuesday again there too, I believe. All right, so who else has a movie for us to guess here? Kind of feel like I wonder if I could get in there and let's see. Nice and cool. I've never seen the bakery line this long before. Got some music to dance to at least. Say, hey, Art, is this all the way through to the bakery? Yeah, see if it's like all the way from here, or is it just stopped at the door? I get it, Andrew. Sometimes just. I am not. We got a cast member here making sure that everyone's spread out. But notice they don't have markers on the ground here. Kind of help facilitate that. And this is an extremely long line. Yeah, this goes to the bakery. It isn't for like some limited edition gift somebody or something like that. It's everything, but it's a straight line. It's a full line all the way through. It's not like stopped halfway through and there's a hole there. Like every 6 foot, there's another person.
Wait, are you asking
Sometimes they will stop a line and leave the entire space in front of it open and have a space in between. Other times it's just a complete line the whole way through. Is there a space anywhere, or is it just a full line?
It's just a full line, there's no space.
Okay. Because if they skip, then there may only be 10 parties in front of us. But if it's a full line, there may be 20 parties in front of us. So I'm trying to get an idea of how long it is.
Well, you can keep guessing like eyes and trees.
Just making sure you're waiting on the bakery, right?
Yes.
Yes, you can go.
All right, thank you. Never seen the bakery line this long before. They actually have, Susan normally likes to get the macarons here. If not, she goes into the ice cream store and gets the macarons there. But you gotta stay away from them. Gotta make sure the distance. So obviously it's very popular here toward the end of the night. So I'll have to see whether or not they have any of the macaroni ears. I don't know if they have. Hey bud, could you stay in here and hold the spot for just a second? I want to go check and see if they have the ears.
Okay, I'll hold it.
I'll be right back. Because everyone wants to know about the ears. Those are just the Eiffel Tower ears. There. Oh, pardon me. See more ears. I do not, at the moment, see the macaron ears. They are very popular at the moment and often sell out, so Susan would most likely love to have a pair. The question is whether or not will be able to find them before they sell out. Nope. No macaron ears tonight. But they do have a lot of the other macaron stuff here as well. Of course, little macaron plate. And even the really cool macarons on the dish. So excuse me, the macaroni ears, you guys get them in bulk batches and they just sell out?
Yes.
I was about to say, how often do you guys normally get shipments, do you know?
It's very
You just don't know. It's just whenever you show up, whether they have them or not.
Very rundown.
So the lesson here is get here early.
Yes.
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 Come straight over to France. All right, thank you, sir. So yes, they are currently sold out. Well, they just don't have any of the macaroni ears.
If it's a popular item, then sure to go fast.
Yeah. Make sure we don't spend too much time. But yes, Skipper Bob, I don't think I've ever seen the bakery line this long before. I mean, even with, social distancing and taken into effect, that's of course, they are not allowing the line to loop back and forth, which is very possible. They don't have the capability of using the interior queue like they normally would. So I think that would have to do with it. What worries me about stuff like this is, as well, at the end of the day, I'm wondering whether or not they're even going to have what we're looking for available at this point. It'd be nice if they had mobile ordering or something like that, but I'm not sure if you mobile ordered how they would access it and how it would work. So. All right, we've at least made it to this. We've at least made it to that far into it. Trying to see where everything is at the moment. So it's a straight line. There's probably what, maybe 20 parties in line here now. Looks like they only have one side open. But we are in the last hour of the night, so. Would you like a macaron? You don't want a macaron?
I would like a macaron.
You just had macaroni. You can't have macarons and macaroni.
Why don't we take out the green?
Nariz for you? Would you like a macaron?
Yeah.
No one can say no to a macaron.
Wait, so is the seasonal like fall or summer?
Well, I don't know. We'll find out in a second. We'll find out what they are.
Very
I'm hoping they even have them at period. That we may get up there and find out they don't have anything.
Well, then can we go get some ice cream macarons?
We could do that. Yeah, sorry, Stephanie. Sorry about that, Eric. Also, Disney Holic, you got a Splash Mountain Cup last Friday, huh? And the new Victor Geist. We did actually have a Victor Geist figure that I purchased just to give away. That was on Instagram, and we gave that away. One of our followers from New York City. I'll tell you what, these New York City followers are extremely lucky. We get a lot of people from New York, so best way to increase your chances of winning on our giveaway, it seems, is to be from New York. That's all random, but you know. Got your phone on you? I'm gonna borrow your phone for a second.
What do you want to do?
Right there.
Let's open this.
Can't do it. You have cookies disabled.
My bad. I always like to save like data. I'm a day saver.
All right. Oh, we're gonna move forward here.
If you do it at home,
Just the Eiffel Tower ears. They don't have the macaron ears though. They have some that have the ears themselves. They're big giant macarons. Don't have any of those at the moment. They're sold out. Did you see all the macaron stuff over there though? They have like macaron like plates and cups and stuff like that.
you can eat a macaron on a macaron.
Macaron. Eat a macaron and a macaron plate.
Is this some good food or is it a movie? Is it good food or is it a movie?
All right, we're getting there. So yeah, they only have one side of the bakery open at the moment, which, you know, is one reason. And second, you know, they don't have the switch back and forth queue line because you can't have guests standing beside one another. Get a chocolate croissant, quiche Lorraine, Napoleon, vanilla eclair. Kind of what we're here for, right? The macarons.
You know who he is?
Is that a frog? I didn't know frogs like macarons. But those guys up there.
Also, when this song was gone.
I wonder if those are real.
There's only one, Spectrum.
The red, white, and blue ones.
I have those songs.
I've listened to songs.
We'll see. All right, so we're gonna see what the macarons. I'm gonna get some for Susan so we can make sure that she's heading on out with Morgan. So I wanted to see what they did have for the macarons so I can share those with her.
They got some songs, which is jingles. This one's really good.
All right, so if they don't have macarons, you guys want something else instead?
I would remember coming here one time. They had a really good ham and cheese croissant, but I'm not sure if that was for breakfast.
I'm not sure if they would still have any available.
You want to go check at the ice cream shop and see if they have macarons there?
We can do that afterwards if they don't have any here.
Okay. I'll hold off then. Oh wait, there's macarons. There's macarons. Why is it those?
Like also this one. The Lost World Desert Quarantine. Like Lost World of Desert World.
Let's see what we can find here. I see some lady fingers. I see some eclairs. I see some chocolate eclairs. A tart.
Wait, I think it makes
End of the night, they're getting low on supplies. They're still bringing boxes out.
macaron. It isn't like different flavors, but they do have macaron.
Where?
Like desserts. Like it's you can't choose. It's only one macaron.
There's a special edition is what I'm talking about. I don't know if they have any. We'll have to ask and see. You guys, if we were to get some for Mom, do you think we could keep them safe and guarded between now and getting them home?
Well, the only thing we would be finding is each other.
Well, if we got 2 sets and you guys could have one, and then we'd save the rest for Mom.
We could do that. I bet you would enjoy it.
If they have them, and also if they're gluten free. That's the other question.
Honestly, I just want something to eat. I'm hungry.
Yeah, so I came here for like breakfast once. We got the ham and cheese croissant, and I think they melt the cheese. It's
Yes,
not
they
shown
do.
here. But it was like really, it was extremely good. It was good. It was satisfying.
Have cheese croissants. They have pizza.
That one's stuffed with cheese. Look at that.
Brie, pomme, croissant, quiche Lorraine. There we go. That's what we're looking for right there.
Oh, it was like a special pack.
So, what are the 3 and the special 3 macarons? Awesome. And are any of them happen to be gluten free? Thank you. I appreciate it.
Those are the special ones. Those are.
Yes. Okay. Let me get one of the 3-pack and one of the is that a 6-pack? Do one of each, please. Thank you. That should be it. Unless you guys want something else. Did you want something else? Anyone? Okay, that's it. Do you guys? Can we get some waters? You like 4 waters? Thank you. Make sure we get a little bit of hydration in there.
That's a really.
Hello, Sock Friction. We are here in the bakery here in France. Just picked up some macarons to take home for Susan, and they have a special 3-pack as well that we're going to try like right now. Or we may just do the opposite. We may take the 3-pack home for Susan. All right. I'm gonna switch this off for a second.
That's got.
Alright. Seems very dark in here.
Yeah.
Alright, drink some water. Those are the special seasonals.
That one looks weird. This one looks good though.
They're very well decorated.
So, are we gonna like split like one, two of us?
Oh, what we can do is maybe I'll cut them up so we can try a little bit of different flavors.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, you can grab us some and a couple of knives. Hang on just a second, guys.
Just gonna take all of these.
All right, you can take all you want, but your mom's watching this on a live stream, so she knows exactly what you did and didn't get.
Nom.
I don't know what I gotta do first.
You're gonna eat the rest. You're gonna eat it with a fork.
I don't know. I just I don't know.
All right, so took a little bit of a time, but you know, it's a very popular bakery tonight. So, all right, so these are the specialty ones.
What flavors are there?
I think one's orange chocolate.
One's orange chocolate, then there's a raspberry, and there is I'm trying to remember now. Normally I would save the special ones for Susan, but you guys want to know what they taste like, so we're gonna eat those now.
Yeah, that mom, dad's taking all of the good ones.
Well, that's what you get for leaving the stream. You don't get to enjoy. What happens when you guys decide to stay home and we're streaming and like you want to come, like, nah, you guys go ahead. You get to miss out on all the stuff we get to try. All right, so this is the orange chocolate. Orange chocolate one. I would not normally desecrate a macaroon like this by cutting it into pieces, but this is for tasting purposes.
For the greater good.
Nice and soft. I mean, this is the way a macaron should be. It's, you can cut into it and realize, yes, that's the way a macaron should be. If it breaks into pieces, then something's not right. All right, you need to try it. Come on, you can try a piece. It's really good. No?
I'll eat hers.
Okay.
All right. Oh wow.
Wow.
That's
that is
good.
strong.
Hey, hang on. Whew. Very strong orange.
Yeah. And chocolate. It goes with it.
All right. We're officially reviewing this for everybody here. So, I gotta cleanse your palate.
Honestly, it tastes like found one of the you know, the boxes of chocolates, like for Valentine's. It kind of tastes like that, like a strong orange. Like if you gave me that, the
Yeah,
macaroon
it's a very bold orange flavor to it. So,
What's the next one?
this one came off.
Oh no. Well, it's soft. It's good. Like you said, it didn't crumble.
So what's this one?
You know what? I'm trying to remember, and I can't remember off the top of my head what the second one was, but it's very pretty.
Was it raspberry?
It looks like it's chicken pox.
It's chicken pox. It's a chicken pox one.
Chicken pot crackers.
All right. Woo, good feeling to it. You try that one. It's green, so I'm wondering if it has.
Sweet pistachio.
You guys tell me what kind of flavor it is.
I can't tell. What do you think, Owen?
Nice ooey and gooey.
It's definitely raspberry.
Oh.
Wow.
Raspberry with
What is it to you?
Key lime.
Oh.
Yeah, I was in between raspberry and key lime. That makes sense.
That's a key lime.
The red really threw me off because I really thought, like earlier, I thought I heard raspberry, but
I think this last one is the raspberry, which is why it's the purple
I
color.
thought the raspberry was blackberry.
And then there's one.
Now this one's got a little bitty piece of chocolate on top.
I'll take the chocolate. Just do it up.
Take everything.
I'll take everything. Master criminal.
All right, and then the last one.
Thank you for the macaroons, by the way.
We'll save the big pack for Susan.
Well, it's raspberry. Definitely.
I don't know, it's blackberry, but yeah, that tastes like orange.
Where's the blackberry? Huh.
Maybe it was blackberry, it's hard to tell.
Still, very good flavors. Nothing.
Each one of them, the flavor was...
Sometimes we go to get macarons in certain places and they're like stale. They're like, you know, bad cookies. So, this one here, this pack, you can take back to the house. Susan can enjoy them. And they're gluten-free, which you can't always do. Now, there's an orange chocolate and a blackberry piece. You can each choose one.
I'll take the orange, because that one was really good.
No.
You both want the orange?
Yes.
I can have the blackberry if you want the orange.
You guys decide.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ah!
All right, rock. So there you go. Of all the flavors, they like the orange chocolate the best.
It was very strong. I liked it. It was
It is.
Because it's the most memorable of them.
It was
Very good
strong
orange flavor.
and it was creative.
We're gonna have one when we get back.
She's cranky. A little bit cranky.
All right. Are you gonna keep this?
I mean, what would you
No,
put
it's
in
a
it?
stoplight.
Could you put pins?
We could put macarons in
No,
it.
you put the green, the yellow, and the red in there.
that would actually be a funny setup.
Our dog would think this is the greatest toy ever.
Anything
Forget the
plastic.
$20 toys.
And it tastes like chocolate.
Oh, she'd love the way it would taste afterwards. It'd be amazing. So these are the three seasonal flavors right now at the bakery here in France. We tried all three. I think our favorites of all three of them would be the chocolate orange.
Amazing.
So really good, and they're good quality macarons. So like in some places it can be questionable. These are all very soft, baked perfectly. So I'm glad we get to try those. So thank you guys for hanging out.
I know, we still got like half an hour though.
So what should we do? We should do this.
We could go get some Brazilian cheese.
We're gonna stop at all the food stops.
Yes.
You want Brazilian cheese bread?
Or we could go get some of those
I mean,
fries.
What's that?
We could go get some of the falafel fries, was it? Hummus fries.
Hummus fries.
Hummus fries. I love those.
You can go get some, but from last time, I'm still suffering from the heat from last time I was on the street.
Oh, those are hot.
Yeah, those.
But they were
love
good.
them.
Spice Road table. Really good entrees over in Epcot. So,
Chili.
all right. So I'm gonna try to take these macarons with us. So,
We're not eat them.
well, not smush them is what I'm concerned.
Oh yeah, that is a small package. I didn't see that.
Hopefully they will still be intact for Susan a little bit later tonight.
If they're not, I'll eat them.
Maybe there's something you have that you can wrap them in.
I'm gonna see about putting them in the bag with my hat. Use the hat as a structure to keep them safe. So I did wear my normal hat tonight. I bought this one at Mouse Gear because, well, it was on sale and it matches my flower and garden shirt that I got. So I'm gonna put these inside my baseball cap. Maybe they'll stay safe inside of our backpack. What are you doing?
Putting the other hat in stream. Why would you even need this part here?
Keep in mind for the sake, because if you only use this part, they would bounce around.
That's true. All right,
That acts
finish
as like a
finish your drinks.
But this acts as like a book.
Now the lines were really long here in the bakery.
It's shortened.
It's a lot shorter. It's about half as long as it was before. So we're gonna head out now. See what it looks like in the World Showplace now. World Showcase. Can you dump this for me? Awesome. All right, everybody. Masks back on.
And we take the stream with us. Yeah.
All right. I can still taste the chocolate orange. Even after that was the first one that I tasted. The very first macaron I tasted of the three. I can still taste the orange chocolate.
Honestly, it's like,
And it's good. And it's good.
and it's memorable.
So
Memorable flavor.
it's too bad you can't get three of just the orange chocolate. Oh, now the line is outside the ice cream store.
It's transferred. Man, those waffle cones smell amazing.
Oh yes, you can smell the fresh baked cones over there. So we have not been on the Disney Skyliner since the parks have reopened, not because we haven't wanted to, just because, well, there's no park hopping, and we've generally been going straight to parks that we want to go to. But eventually we're going to get on and see what it looks like as far as how things are progressing over the area where Ratatouille is being built. There's been no official word from Disney as to whether or not they have reforecast the completion for that ride. It was supposed to be summer 2020. We don't know now at this point.
We're going to the Japan shop.
And we could do that.
We've never been in there. Well, we haven't been in there in so long.
There's a line outside.
We went in there once when we were so much younger.
Oh, we've been in there all the time, but
Not in a while.
not since they've reopened.
Honestly, don't remember.
No line for the cheese bread.
No line for the cheese bread. Generally at this time of night, usually the lines for the food and wine is really kind of, short. So Haunted Mansion wants to go to the Japan shop as well. It's usually one of the more popular shopping areas because there's usually a line on the outside waiting to get in.
I mean, they have all of the cool Japan brands, like Nintendo, and all the cool anime stuff.
So Susan's favorite spot is Brazil over there.
Brazil.
Brazil has the cheese bread and some of the other items. There's my.
If you want some
Flour.
cheese bread, you are going to Brazil.
Did it go in? All right, I have an addition to my hat now. Can you see it? She's been wanting to put a flower in my hat all night. Can you see it? Look at that. It's a flower and garden hat for real now. Don't put a garden in my hat though, just a flower. I don't need any dirt on it. How's it look, guys? Look good?
Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintaining physical distancing. Thank you for your cooperation.
All right, so Restaurant Marrakesh is not open yet. Still waiting to hear a word about when that might open. Hello, Luis from Brazil. Is some good food. Tell you what, Susan has brought so many of those flavors home from that kiosk, that outdoor kitchen. Yes, they do have Morocco here. They do have the hummus fries.
I love those.
Very similar to what you get at Spice Road Table. They are good, but they're spicy. Not in a bad way though. They build.
Maybe there's some
You
good
can
in
smell them
Japan.
too.
I haven't been to the Japan booth yet.
Now, we haven't gotten full-on food and wine merchandise just yet, but it will be coming. They just got some previews of some of the things that will be coming later in the season. I can't wait to get some pictures and some views of that myself. All right, let's go over this way, ladies and gentlemen.
To the Japan. Honestly, I just really want to look at the Nintendo merchandise.
I still haven't. We still haven't been to Takumite.
Oh, so there's a restaurant here?
Oh yeah, it's brand new. It's up there, brand new as I say of the spring. It's very nice. It's like really high quality. It's a signature restaurant.
Signature. That's a dining place.
One of these days we're gonna dine there, and we will share that experience with you guys as well.
Probably gonna be a mom and dad thing.
All right, I have not been here that there hasn't been a long line to get in. And yeah, let's just walk in now. Good timing.
Look at all the Nintendo plushies. Dreamer's Wonderland. Look at this. It's Kirby collectibles. Where
Kirby.
else will you find this in America?
Kirby.
Except for, gamer stores. Look at all this. This is my favorite place.
Pika. Pikachu.
The originals of these. Really collectible.
That does look like an old.
I have an original Pikachu from before the first game was released as a keychain. Oh really? What league is that?
Honestly, I can't tell by the thing.
I think that was the first league. I think this one.
I think Pokemon was just coming out. What about 95, 96?
Yeah, I remember
And
you
still.
talking about how you were.
I've never seen one of these before.
You were
Mewtwo, Growlithe. I still remember going to my very first E3 convention in Atlanta, Cubone. And I went to E3 and we were walking around the floor and we got near the Nintendo booth and this very energetic lady came up to us and said, here's your Pokemon. And we're like, what in the world is a Pokemon? They gave us a keychain and we're like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Had no idea that, what is it?
I don't know what it is, but it looks like a giant Pikachu thing.
It looks like pajamas. It looks like a onesie.
Kiguru.
It's Pikajamas.
Kiguru.
Pikajamas.
Well, it's obviously pretty worthwhile because
Yeah, well, you don't want anybody. So you don't want anybody to open it.
look at this.
They don't want anybody putting it on and running around the store. What is that?
It's a Marini.
I think that was a Alolan.
Latest game.
Ah,
That was a Aloha. Wait.
looks like a weeping willow.
Well, it's an underwater Pokemon
That one's
Oh,
really,
with like really poisonous things. This could kill you.
huh.
the upgraded version is the most one of the most powerful in that game, but it's really hard to get your hands on.
Yeah.
All right, Disney Holic wants to know how much the Pikajamas are.
Get the price.
Can't see any. Oh, here we go.
You have to ask.
$100.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. $92.95.
This is obviously really big stuff.
Wow. That's for people who like Pokemon who can spend a little extra in their pajamas. So, look at the Funko Pops. It's Vegeta. Pikachu. Hello, Kitty. It's one of the. Hey, this is one of the figures you can see both in Universal Studios and at Disney. Look at that.
Nice.
Not very many of those. Sonic. A plush pile.
Oh, they have a lot of stuff here.
Llama, llama, llama. Is that a llama? Alpacas.
Look, it's the lazy egg.
Love the little alpacas.
What in?
There's-
I've never
that's
seen
an
this.
egg.
This is weird.
The lazy egg. And then we got the giant plush conglomerate.
That's Bullet Bill.
We got giant shells.
Oh, it's a blue shell. Watch out, blue
We
shell.
got bullet bills. Got
What
a
up?
whole bunch of Sonics. Got Goomba. Whoa, look at this. A Luigi backpack.
That's not a backpack. That won't hold nothing.
Well, it's like a plush you can wear on
That's
your
a
back.
plush you can wear on your back. That's what that is.
It's so you can have a brother to hide in shadows for you.
All right, let's look at some of the shirts here. Oh,
Wow.
here we go. This
Look
is
at these.
this is more my style. The Triforce.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, here we go. Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild.
Yep,
Oh, look at
wild.
this Sonic one. This is pretty neat.
PlayStation. PlayStation. I know Zelda stuff, PlayStation,
Hey, look, Kingdom Hearts stuff.
Kingdom Hearts.
And
Man, I tell you what, the one thing that they had characters you can meet from Kingdom Hearts out in Los Angeles at Disneyland, and we've never, unless of course there were cast members here, we've never got a chance to see them. That would be the one characters that I would love to see. Those characters from Kingdom Hearts here, like Donald and Goofy and Mickey. Those would be some cool characters.
And
So.
how could you go to Japan without dipping your toes into Vocaloid?
Yeah, what?
They're like little robots that sing.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Little robots that sing.
AIs that manage to sing words.
I like little singing robots. Yeah. A lot of the anime stuff. Naruto. I'm not familiar enough with the. Godzilla World Destruction Tour. Oh, look. Godzilla.
No.
It's Monchichi.
What is
Look,
that?
Caleb, it's the Monchichis. Monchichis, Caleb. You know what a Monchichi is, right?
Oh my goodness, what is that?
It's Monchichis. I told you guys about Monchichis.
I don't remember.
Caleb remembers.
If I saw
Okay,
this, I would have
so
remembered.
let me
this.
just tell you, two years ago during the summer, Caleb's hair got a little long, and I kept telling him, like, dude, you need to get a haircut. You look like Monchichi. And he just looked at me like, what? And I laughed so hard because I'm like, you have no idea what. And so we don't ever see these, but I called him Monchichi for several weeks until he finally got his hair cut. but he had no idea what reference I was talking about. But that's kind of what he looked like right there. His hair, just like that.
Oh my gosh, this is 20.
Monchichi, what did you guys find?
Automaton.
A double what?
It's a musical thing. You open the mouth and then you touch here to play notes.
Oh,
It costs $50, but that's
$50. And you can get a Kirby automaton.
50 bucks.
I don't even know
All
how
it's
much
in-
this
No. I want one of those.
Okay, let me.
How much are those?
Okay, if
Oh,
you
look
wanted
at this one.
If you wanted like a
baby
a
Kirby
fireman size
automaton.
one of these, it would be.
How much is that one?
It
Guess.
would-
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. You guys guess. I want you guys to guess in the comments. If this is 50 bucks here, how much are the big guys down there?
Okay, I got the price.
Who knows? Who any guesses?
How long should we wait?
Let's give them a couple of seconds. I'm curious to see if anybody has any idea. Because 50 bucks for that. You got a small one. How much is the small one?
This one costs like 21.
34 for the Kirby. For the Kirby.
35.
This one was 21.
Because this one's Kirby.
It's Kirby.
Name brand.
Name brand. How about licensed? All right. How much is the big one? I've got one guess at 99. I've got another one at 99 and another at
How much
170.
is the deluxe?
I got two 99s, 170 and a 129.
121.
How much is it?
The one who said 70 was the closest to it.
How much?
It is about 80 bucks.
80. What?
79 to be specific.
Wow. So you go. That one's 50.
Honestly,
30 bucks more, you get the bigger
well,
one.
It's probably because, Kirby.
Hey.
Wait,
Check
how
this
much?
one.
How much do these regular?
Yeah. How much is that one?
The regular ones cost 40. Okay, so
40.
the regular ones cost less than the.
I'm okay. I'm gonna have to Google automatons when I get home because I'm not familiar with what these things sound like.
Honestly, there's just a good YouTuber.
Apparently-
Real Solly G. He does a whole bunch of automaton covers.
Covers. Oh, there are people who play this as an actual instrument.
Yeah. They sound pretty good if you use them
actually
right.
they sound like kind of like like low
Wow.
tone screeching, but
Haunted
you
Mansion.
can actually
Haunted
play
Mansion.
them.
I'm gonna love it.
Hello Kitty Boba Tea.
It's a Hello Boba Kitty. Oh,
Oh, you also got this one.
we guys are having way too much fun in this store. We're gonna end up.
Japan is always a ton of fun.
But this is more a mom section, isn't it?
Yeah, I would like to see stuff here.
Oh, geez. Look at all these little
Look,
collectibles.
the sitting cat kitchen sponge.
Oh, look. Why am I sushi?
What? Oh my gosh! Look,
Why
it's
am I
mystery
sushi?
box.
It's
kitty,
called. It's the
kitty,
Why Am I Sushi set.
kitty cat sushi.
Why am I sushi?
Oh my gosh! You guys see this? Look at that.
There are cats stuck in boxes.
Wait, is that one covered in money? Oh, that one's covered in money. Ping pong kitty. Wow.
So they're not just regular sushi. They put.
All kinds of different things. That one looks like Harry Potter.
Wait, let me try to find the one. Okay.
Oh, they're all mystery box.
Guess the price.
Wow. I'm gonna guess $13.
Close. 10.
10. Okay.
Wait, this is different.
Look, you can get sleeping kitty cats in their beds too.
It's not shown here though,
Look.
sadly.
Oh, you can also get Kit Kat desserts.
Little kitty cat desserts.
I don't see the Kit Kat.
Oh, I see a macaron kitty cat. There's a macaron kitty.
The ornaments.
Wow. I don't know. Every bit of dessert has hair in it. We're gonna end up. Oh, we're gonna end up being here all night. Body massagers. Here. Hey, it's a body massage. Come here. Let me try it out. Hang on. Don't move. Don't move. No, it's not a hammer. It's a head massager. Ready? Does that feel good?
How does this work? You roll it on yourself with that?
It's
Oh. It's a golf ball you put on your back.
like that.
And that
You do
actually
it.
feels pretty good.
Try it.
Yeah, I see why they use this. And look, it can also double as a cat toy.
The cat's gonna go, no, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the ornaments that look like me as sushi. Andrew, thanks for watching along tonight, and thanks for the tip on the bakery. I had a feeling that was probably the case, and I appreciate you jumping in and helping us out. So you have a good one. We'll see you at the next live stream. Oh, look, it's Kiki's delivery service.
What?
Look, Kiki's delivery service.
Oh, that's so cute.
Have you not seen Kiki's delivery service, the movie? Oh, we're gonna have to put that on the list. It's an anime.
Creepy.
Hey, check this out.
Oh, cute.
You got my attention.
You know what you talk about neck massages?
Creepy.
Another one.
What's that?
The creepy mouse thing.
Oh,
I think that comes from a
yes.
popular movie, but I can't put my name on it.
Oh, look at this. Here we go. Ramen party.
That's just amazing.
It always makes me nervous when I'm looking at shirts like this or things like that. I'm like, I want to know exactly what that says before I wear it.
So I'm not saying something like, I don't speak Japanese.
I'm an idiot or something like that. Not to say that that wouldn't be fit, but still, I'd like to know if I'm going to wear it.
They did the same thing. They said that.
UV changes color t-shirts. Those are cool. Oh, check this out. Hey, Owen. Look at this one.
That's cool.
That's a cool looking shirt. Look, firefighters.
Oh, you're just checking those.
I was just checking out the front. Look at the back and the back.
These are actually some nice shirts.
I would think that's pretty cool. I like that one.
Some of these designs are very nice.
Yeah, good quality shirts too.
Oh my god.
We're leaving. The park is closed. Let's go. Alright, let's go.
Where's the book? Try and make
That one's kind of familiar.
Whoa,
I can't feel the button. So let's try
these are
this one.
expensive. Well, there goes our licensing for this video.
No.
Dude, you just took his license. You just
Oh, thank you. Haunted Mansion said it does actually say, it's actually just say ramen on it. Is that what it says, ramen?
Oh my gosh, it goes on forever.
Wow. The what?
Your socks.
Oh, cool. It looks like salmon.
It looks like sushi.
This looks like egg.
Honestly, this is one
That's
of the
pretty.
better stores.
They have some really cool items.
Oh, these shirts look so good. They're so expensive. The last one I looked at was $50. That's $60. This is. Okay, that's $20.
Really cool. It's an embroidered shirt, though. It's not screen printed. That's embroidered.
All the fans.
So where's Remy? What's his
Mom
name?
has it.
Got it.
Took it off when we were going to Soaring because
More of the marketplace here. Lots of unique items for home goods. Oh, let's go, guy. Ow! How's it going, this Jake? Yeah, we're wrapping up here. The park is getting ready to close here in the next 5 minutes. This is the last of the action other than Disney Springs here at Disney World tonight. My kids really wanted to come into the shop here at Japan. We haven't been in quite a while. Honestly, I'm rushing them a little bit since the park is almost closed and I don't want to keep the cast members in here too long, but they love coming in here and looking at all the items. I'm thinking some really good soup bowls. Really good it's hard to find some really good soup bowls. What did you find? Yeah?
they look like pecans. I used to think they're pecans.
Whoa. Wow, that's pretty cool. Ninja chopsticks is what they're labeled as. The sushi never sees it coming. All right, Disney Holic, it's been a pleasure having you tonight. I hope you have a magical night. We'll see you on the next stream. What is that one?
They're chopstick holders. But they look like other. They look like
Oh,
fun stuff.
little ninjas and stuff like that?
Yeah, and bigger.
Oh my. All right, who can tell me what this is? You know what that is, right? You know what those are for? What is that?
Origami crane.
It is an origami crane, but what's it for? What's its purpose?
Oh, I'm gonna probably offend some people. Paperweight.
No, it's a good idea. They're chopstick holders.
Oh, that's actually.
So your
clever.
chopsticks won't be touching the table. You lay your chopsticks across it.
A lot of cat balls.
A lot of kitty cats, lucky cats. All the Japanese candies. Oh my gosh. You guys love these things, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, $4.
Japanese soda with a marble.
I want one of these.
I love the fact that the first time we got you one of these, you guys wanted to keep the marble. I'm like, we can't get the marble out.
Yeah, it's
Now we just keep the bottle.
Now you just keep the bottle.
honestly, this flavor sounds really
If you guys
cool.
have never seen this before, but if you guys are watching us,
Lychee.
these
This one's lychee flavor.
lychee flavored. There is
Honestly,
a
I've
marble
never had
that's stuck
lychee.
at the top that keeps it from being open.
And you gotta go bam.
You take the top off, you change it over, and then you put pressure on it, and it pops the marble in through the center area, which opens up the top opening so you can get the drink out.
Honestly, I want to try lychee.
The kids just always love the idea that you had to like, bam, on the top to get the marble through.
I love watching the marble when I drink it.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying.
Hello, Panda.
We live near a store that had these. These are the best.
Oh, you guys love the Hello Pandas. I remember.
Yeah, pandas are still something I love.
They're delicious.
All the different flavors. There's cookies, vanilla, cookies, strawberry, crunchy shell, strawberry Pockies.
Gummy buns.
What?
What are those?
I used to watch this show all the time.
Yes, that's really famous TV show in
I remember
Japan.
watching it on Disney XD when they had it.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, I used to watch that show too. I actually would watch it afterwards, but it just went right off of on demand.
Nah.
Because
All right. All right. Well, you guys ready?
I guess we
All right. And look, you're talking about your chopsticks. Look at all the chopsticks. Wow.
This would be a good. This
So-
would be a good place to stream if you were still, if the park was still open.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
This would be
So-
quick to stream if it was still open, but unfortunately it's not. So.
Oh yeah, this is like the Cute Center, the Museum of Cute. All right, so the park is officially closed at this point, so nothing else should be open as we go around. If you guys, we're gonna walk toward the. Oh my gosh, I can smell. I can smell tapanito. Oh, it smells so good. Can you guys smell that through the screen?
Yeah.
You can even.
I want to eat it. I want to eat there again.
We should set something up. Maybe we have invite some friends over. We're all gonna have a meal at Tapanito.
All the friends, every friend.
All the friends. We can all sit around and have a hibachi. So, with the park being closed, we're going to make our way slowly toward the front. We're going to head on out. We'll keep the stream open. Of course, we'll be chatting with you guys, but you have to go. We understand fully. Thank you so much for kind of enjoying the evening with us. But we're going to enjoy walking through the World Showcase and all the way to the front as well. But this is awesome view right here. You guys going through the store? Did you guys enjoy the store?
Oh yeah, I haven't been there in a long time.
What's it? I'm probably going to massacre this Mitsukoshi. I think it's called.
Very interesting.
Oh, this Jake, absolutely love being in Epcot after it's closed, especially if you're on the far side of the World Showcase like we are tonight. If they let us continue walking out the rest of the way, we just kind of take our time and enjoy the walk out, but that's just a beautiful right there. That is right. I mean, just love that shot right there.
Oh, that's a good board.
All right, shall we go, guys? All right, there's our moon for tonight. Moon over the Japan Pavilion. If I had my nice camera and take a shot of that, would be nice.
I wish I could bring my iPad with me so I could take pictures of things like that.
Well, pretty soon you will be old enough that you will get a phone and you can take some really cool pictures too. Pretty soon we're going to be full of teenagers, right? Only a few more months.
Don't worry, I shall still be the tiny small child.
The tiny
because
teenager.
I'm not good at growing.
No, I think you're growing just fine. You're growing at your rate. That's all that matters. Pretty soon we'll get all of you guys helping me, because right now it's like, you know, I'm just getting mom into taking pictures and editing and getting it just right. Pretty soon I'll get you guys into it, and then I won't even have to come to the parks anymore. We'll just send you guys out. You can take photos and videos,
The only thing is,
edit them together.
pictures of the characters. I'll just take pictures of random pretty things.
Oh, that's all that really people want to see though, right? Is the pretty things at Disney.
I like the way the clouds over the moon just blends with the warm light.
It's really hard to get that on camera though.
It's really hard to capture a moon like that. Yeah, it really is.
It's just a great dog.
All right, we're
Yes,
gonna.
I like the blink goblet.
On the camera. On the camera.
It's really peaceful at this time of night. Mind you, everything will be closed, but take a time, walk through and see everything. Right here is the Regal Eagle Steak Smokehouse. I keep wanting to call it a steakhouse, but it's a smokehouse.
I mean, maybe they have steak there.
No, they don't.
Maybe you can just imply they have steak
But-
there.
Great place to eat. And especially if you're like Susan, these gluten-free options, great place to have gluten-free meals. They also have gluten-free garlic toast. Right now you have to mobile order everything, and you can't mobile order gluten-free stuff, but make your order. Oh, I can smell the sauce from here. I can just hit me. You can place your mobile order, walk in and tell them you have a gluten-free order, and they will be glad to help you out. Make sure you get the gluten-free garlic bread. All right, so as we make our way around the World Showcase, it was a great time. Just so you guys know, we try to keep up with the latest and greatest news, try to post as much as we can about it. Definitely make sure we keep all of our travel clients in the know, but we want to make sure that you guys know and have answers to your questions. So right now, if you're watching the stream live, we'd love to have you ask some questions to let you know what we see, what we know, kind of get prepared for upcoming Labor Day weekend and stuff like that. But if you're not watching us live, and you're watching this after the fact, still leave us the questions down in the comments. We'll be glad to help you guys out and share our information, because sharing the magic is what we're all about, and we want to make sure we'll give it to you straight from what we see and what we experience as we come into the parks as regular as possible. It's kind of harder right now with park reservations, so it's we try as hard as we can to get in, not every day sometimes, but as much as we can. But also, if you have something that you need, travel needs, or just other questions you'd like to, you can check in the description. Susan and I's email address is down in the description. Feel free to send us an email. Glad to hear from you. We love to hear from you guys, matter of fact. And also, if for whatever reason there's some magic mail that you'd like to send our way, we also, down into the description of any of our videos, you can find our P.O. Box, and You can send us stuff. We'd love to get magic mail from you guys. And of course, when we receive something, we like to share it with everybody else on the channels as well. So, are the trains running? I'm gonna say no.
Thank you for visiting us today. Just a few reminders. Please wear a face covering at all times, except when actively eating or drinking while sitting there. Clean your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for the message every 20 minutes or so. So, I like doing live streams from Epcot late at night. I find it relaxing to walk through the countries when they're all empty for the most part. To come by and see as things are kind of wrapping up and finished up for the day. I mean, places like Germany, the Caramel Kitchen. We'll have to come back and get some more caramel corn here soon. You guys like the Caramel Kitchen? They're not making fresh caramel corn as they've done in the past. I'm sure that will return eventually. I can't wait until it does. I love walking to this place and grabbing some freshly made caramel corn. Oh, that's true. I mean, hope the smell isn't too much of a tease there, Haunted Mansion. It does smell really great. The sweetness of it. There's Remy. Hey, look, Remy's out. Did you show him Remy? Come here, show him Remy. I don't know if you guys noticed, we had a special guest with us out tonight. It's Remy. He was just kind of hiding earlier. He was hopping off of her shirt a lot, so he had to take a break. You know, we don't mind having Remy out to help us with food reviews, but honestly, he's kind of a food snob. And I mean, nothing really lives up to his expectations. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. So normally about this time would be just the ending of Epcot Forever. Fireworks here at Epcot. I still remember illuminations and the giant globe that after the show was over and the night went on, if guests were still in the park, they would have to stop traffic at this bridge here so the bridge could lift up and the globe could slowly make its way over to the canal that goes behind the park. So, question is, where are we going to get and when are we going to get fireworks back in Disney? That's still to be seen. I don't honestly expect them to come back before 2021. I could be surprised, and I hope that I am. When will Epcot Forever be gone? Which is irony in itself. They are currently working and still working on Harmonious, which is the new show, the permanent show that will be coming into the park after it is complete. All of those floats for Harmonious are being worked on right now in the back scenes. Oh, this is a new booth.
Coming this fall.
All right, I guys can't see this. It's really dark, but it says the Alps. Somebody have a flashlight?
I got.
Give me some light here. Look at this. Don't really understand why it's here in China, but here it is. The Alps, Taste of EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival coming this fall. Huh. Gotta go check that out when it opens up. The Alps. Well, I think that cheesy sushi might be better over in the Japan area. Someone's talking about the Alps over there. Maybe it's cheesy sushi. Like, I don't know, the sushi area would be close over to Japan. Right now, Nine Dragons is actually still closed. You cannot get a table service or a quick service restaurant over in China at the moment. It's pretty dark through here. Get yourself a good picture there. I recommend. I recommend standing in the middle here, like in between these two areas here, and getting it straight through the middle. Like if you're gonna take your picture, take it right here. There's your picture right there. What do you guys think? Good view? Hey, Caleb, come take your picture right here, buddy. Right where I'm standing. There you go. That's the picture right there. How's Remy? He's shrugging. So coming out of China, we're going to make our way into Norway. Now, Akershus Hall is not open for a restaurant at the moment. Normally it's a buffet. Right now it's being used as a relaxation station here in EPCOT. So when the park is open, of course, right now we are closed, but when the park is open, you can go inside, sit at one of the tables inside Akershus Hall and take off your mask and relax for a bit. And right now, it's the shortest wait of the day for Frozen Ever After. So right now, of course, we don't have meet and greets here in EPCOT. So you can't meet Anna and Elsa over in the summer house. So a lot of space over here, not really having any purpose at the moment. But the Royal Summer House is still here. And hopefully we'll get back to meet and greets. No, they're not at the summer house. But they do come around in a small cavalcade several times around the World Showcase. Anna is in the royal preceding carriage, horse carriage. Of course, she's preceded by her sister, who's no longer the queen, who walks.
And next we got Mexico.
Last one. You know, I think it would be fun to see if, like, you know, if you could, like, blindfold me and just instantly transport me to certain pavilions and see if I could tell you where I'm at just by the smell.
Oh, and the music.
I mean, even if the music was turned off, something tells me I could do it by just the smell.
Oh, yeah, it does smell.
Can you not smell the Mexico pavilion?
It smells like a lake.
Make me hungry.
A lake? Oh, I'm smelling.
Oh, there's one hacienda stand there.
It's like corn.
La Hacienda de San Angel.
It smells like corn and warm water.
Yes, it does smell like corn and warm water. That's correct. What a quail they made. Wow, leaving on a high note, right? So energetic here. So it's actually gotten a lot more crowded since we've just gotten around other countries.
Everyone else is walking slowly too, but eventually everyone comes into the same spot.
Yeah.
What speed they're walking.
Eventually, everyone's coming out of Frozen Ever After, and all the other countries come right.
Dinner reservations.
Dinner reservations, Tepanito.
Dolphin from here. It like blends into the background.
Was that?
You can barely see the dolphin from here. It like blends into the background.
Yeah, just barely.
Maybe they chose that color on purpose.
Let's go this way. Go this way.
Go ahead, stop at top off. Thank you, guys.
We're gonna have to walk away. Around the other way.
Tired, huh? And you walked all the way around the world, right? Earth Eats here, hosted by Impossible. I miss coming over here and saying hello to Daisy or Minnie over in the little meet and greet area over to the side.
They used to have that teddy bear here. I don't remember what his name was.
The teddy bear. Who remembers the teddy bear? What was his name?
His name was Duffy.
Duffy the bear. And who was Duffy the bear?
He was a bear Mickey that Mickey took everywhere with.
Yes, from the stories of it. Mickey traveled the world and was lonely, so Minnie made him a stuffed bear.
Duffy had the female version.
Duffy does have a female bear.
And eventually they were lost.
And what do you know? What is her name?
I don't know. Probably still.
Oh, it's Shelly Mae.
Duffy too.
Shelly Mae.
No,
You can
it's
still
Duffy too, Dad.
you can still find Duffy and Shelly Mae at some of the international parks, but no longer here at Walt Disney
They
World.
were lost 2 times.
We're gonna walk around the hard way. So I'm so used to standing here and every so often seeing the monorail go by. I still can't get used to the fact that there's no monorail. So what do you guys think about the ideas if ever in the future Disney World decided to extend the monorails? Or should I say, as if I don't know what's going on, wink wink, they were to extend the Disney Skyliner such that you could get to the Skyliner from parks like Animal Kingdom. How cool would that be?
A long ride.
That would be a long ride. Haunted Mansion would be all over it because once they ride the short ride and realize.
The entire stream you've been talking about Haunted Mansion. It's someone watching, isn't it?
Yes, Haunted Mansion is one of our watchers. Did you want to say hello to Haunted Mansion?
Hi, Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion
1,000
138.
ghosts. Wait, not 1,000 ghosts. 999 ghosts. How are they?
How are each of the individual souls?
So do you think their name is Haunted Mansion 138 because they're one of the 999?
Or maybe he's the 138th person to ever go there. That'd be something I'd be proud of too.
By the way, Haunted Mansion 138 says hi.
Hi.
I guess we could just, refer to them as HM.
That sounds weird. Sounds like PM.
All right, so we lost our Perry the Platypus adventures over here as far as one of the games, the World Showcase. But today, at least some of us, not all of us, some of us were up early this morning and watching the very brand new Phineas and Ferb movie,
That
Candace
was me.
Against the Universe.
That was me.
I walked in, I'm like, what is that? And you're like, oh, I'm watching Phineas and Ferb. I'm like, that's not the new movie, is it? And you're like, yeah, I'm not going to share it with anybody. So I got up first thing this morning before I did anything else. We were watching Candace
In half of the universe.
Against the Universe.
Half of it. Half of the universe.
Only half?
Because you only saw half of it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I only got to see. But we'll be watching that again. We love Phineas and Ferb. How about you guys? Anybody else a Phineas and Ferb fan?
You know, I have
It
to have
really-
a fun fact to some of the people who like Phineas and Ferb. You
So-
know, Agent P and Carrie, they actually have the same voice actor. I am not kidding.
Agent P.
and Carrie the Platypus had the exact same voice actor.
Oh really?
How's that possible?
Agent P and Perry the Platypus are voiced by the same actor? Well, you know, I don't know if you realize this, guys, but in most cartoons and animations, they will ask voice actors most times to voice more than one character, just to save on budget productions. They don't want somebody coming and voicing just one character, so they probably had the voice actor for, you know, Perry the Platypus come in and go, you know what? I need you to do another voice. And so he said, well, how about Agent P? And they're like, I don't know if you can carry it, but if you can, that way they don't have to hire two voice actors.
Carrie the Platypus and Agent P are the same people. They're talking about Carrie and Agent P. This is the two different characters. Carrie's a platypus.
Yes.
Carrie B.
We had a problem with this before. It's weird, like a dead zone's like right here. This happened when we walked through before. I can still hear, even though it's been half an hour. Test track is still running. They're still running guests.
20-minute wait.
They're still running guests through test track at the moment. By the way, hi Megan. So I really like these lights, these new lights. They're very futuristic. Of course, they also have some new ones up here as well that we were looking at on the way in. There's test track. Still hear the cars go flying by. Mouse Gear is closed. I'm glad we did go in a little bit to see if there was some merchandise. We tried to share some of that on Instagram and Facebook. If you guys aren't following us on Instagram or Facebook and are on those social medias, oh wait, is that Mouse Gear's open? Mouse Gear's is open. It's open.
Hey, it's in Banner.
Well, we will. All right, so we'll walk through Mouse Gear real quick on the way out. It's on the way out. It's still open.
Okay, do a quick recap, please. Quick.
Thanks, this Jake, for walking out with us. It's a great night. It's a nice, cool night, and it's not raining, so we're a very happy night. We'll show you a couple of the new things that we saw, but then we'll be heading on out because we got to get these guys a little bit more food. Good evening, guys. I like your rat.
Rats are beautiful creatures.
They are. They're fancy. They're fancy rats.
So fancy rats are the pet ones.
No.
Meat and wild.
He's a wild rat. I don't know. I think he's pretty fancy. So we'll show you a couple of things that if you missed it on the post earlier tonight. First of all, they do have Halloween stuff here. Glow items, glow necklaces and the stuff. Normally $16. Only $10 at the moment. And we also shared this. There is a Halloween bag, which is normally $25. You buy anything, it doesn't have to be a minimum purchase, anything at all. Right now you can get the bag for $20 instead of $25. Also, what else do we share? Oh, the magic band, the slap bracelet. You see the mini slap bracelet? We had not seen this one before. I've seen all the other ones. I've seen Stitch. I've seen Frozen. I've seen Mickey. I've seen Figment. But we have never seen, or I have never seen the Minnie Mouse. And at least not since they put them back on the shelf. So I should post about a week and a half ago on Instagram about these slap bracelets being out again since last November. And this one is Minnie. So if you are loving the Minnie, you can see really cute items on the slap bracelet. And people are always asking, are the pucks removable? Yes, they are. They do slide. Yes, they are. So, and then the other cool thing I wanted to share with you guys. Now, these are probably not new. They're not new in the slightest, but I still think they were cool. I haven't seen these since they've been out yet. The 40th Empire Strikes Back toys. They're huge. And they're $25. There's Han Solo, Luke Skywalker,
People love the
AT-AT driver.
people love his frog. It's an every
Oh yeah, they love them. Oh, and the Yodas are gone. Oh, there's a Yoda. You want to get the Yoda? The Princess Leia. And there is also, I think he's creepy, but that's just me.
His snake just increases the creep factor.
I think his snake looks cool and he's cool.
All right, seagulls, stop it now. All
I'll
right.
hit you with my stick.
And then these have been out for a couple of weeks, I believe, but I haven't shared them just yet. I might do a post on them later. But these are plush. They're plush made out of denim-like material. It's like, you know, blue jeanish.
Let's go give him a hug.
Stitch. Oh. And aloha. The Stitch. There's also an angel. Angel.
Space angel.
Uchibu.
Space Angel. There's even a Mickey denim. You want to demonstrate the Mickey denim? There's the Mickey denim.
Mickey from all angles.
And these are all $29.99.
Honestly, these are better quality of gas.
Well, they are. I kind of like them better than this style. This is a lot. This I can see this tearing. It's not nearly as durable. Just. And then last, just to kind of let you guys know, Disney masks, they do have extra large masks that they came out that you could pre-order. We've been looking for them in the parks. We haven't really seen them, even though we've been kind of keeping an eye out for them. Largest has still been just largest.
Yeah, it's an extra large.
But we did see tonight, we did actually see some extra large masks. That one there is an extra large. And then there's an extra large over here with Mickey. Right there. So it's a good sign that the extra larges are actually coming into the parks and becoming available. So, but man, it's that's the end of the night and it is busy in here. So we're gonna head on out before it gets too much more crowded. Everyone's gonna be pretty much ending up here. So we'll yep, we'll slip on out through this way when we have the opportunity. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great night, guys.
Sanitize. All right. All right.
Look, alien teleportation thing. Honestly, that might just, those new lights might go with that.
Maybe.
They're really spacey looking.
Very futuristic. Oh, we can kind of see into the queue area here.
Wow, it looks very much
You can see it. You can see it to the other side, all the way through to the other end. Here at the Guardians of the Galaxy. I can barely see in there, but we can.
Oh no, Remy fell down.
Remy's falling down. Like poor Remy.
Remy fell down.
I have something to say to the street.
What's that?
Two things. Hamsters are the cutest.
Hamsters are the cutest.
And all floppy-eared animals are adorable.
All floppy-eared animals are adorable. Well, I'm sure all the floppy-eared animals and hamsters who watch our live stream will be appreciating your support.
I can show it to Milo later.
I'm glad to know that the small mammals can count on you to stand up for them on the Disney World live streams.
I protect the rodents. All the rodents, I protect them.
So, it's 35 after. Still making our way out of the parks. Still lots of people over there at Mouse Gear. I'm kind of excited that the Mouse Gear was open because the last time we did a live stream like this, we came through and it was like a few minutes after 9 o'clock and they had already closed Mouse Gear. So you know, unlike certain other parks that I won't mention at the moment, I kind of feel as though, especially when you've got large distances to go across, it's nice to be able to do some last minute shopping. And of course, I'm sure Disney is not against people doing some last minute shopping and spending a little bit of their money before, you know, walking out of the parks. So. Resort Hopper 1, yes, the park is closed. The park closed at 9 o'clock, but Mouse Gear is still open. It's probably the only place open. We'll check to see if Gateway Gifts is open and Pin Traders is open as we walk by. We'll know about that in just a second. I'll also share with you guys something new else we saw on the way in. They have new installations here at the shops adjacent to Spaceship Earth. The signs that were up before have been up and around here forever. So it's shocking to see that all of a sudden they have new signs up and we didn't see them earlier, but they're now lit up. Check out Gateway Gifts. New sign. Looks nice. And they have the same thing over here at Pin Traders. We'll just show you this as we walk past Spaceship Earth. That's kind of a cool shot with the moon right there. But as we walk through, I'll show you, they also have a new sign over here at Pin Traders and the camera center. You guys see all the water on the ground? Whenever it rains, all the water is culminating down and just dropping right here. But Pin Traders, new sign on that side, and camera center on the other. Boop. Here we are, bro. Nikon. And if you haven't seen the new spires, the new pylons here, the glass or whatever construction material was just constructed up about 2 weeks ago. Of course, they're still working on the rest of the fountain, so the wall is still up, but it's so cool to see what we might see eventually as it wakes up and they open up the construction walls. A throwback to the original look and feel back in EPCOT, back in the early 80s. And I can't wait to take some shots of that thing when this wall comes down. It's really hard to see without kind of getting up high areas. So you have to kind of walk far away from it a little bit. Those are going to look amazing once this wall comes down. I can't wait to come over here with the camera and take some really cool photographs to share in the morning, at nighttime. How that thing's going to look when it's done. I'm going to do one more kind of look of it as we come back this direction. It's a great view. What did you find? A leaf?
It's not a leaf, it actually looks like a branch.
A branch?
These aren't leaves, they're tinier leaves.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us here at EPCOT tonight. We're going to try to do these live streams on a regular basis. Matter of fact, our next live stream, of course, let's listen to our safety features here.
Except when actively eating or drinking while stationary. Wash your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you for your cooperation.
All right, so we're going to try to have more regularly scheduled live streams so you guys know when to expect that you can join us here in the parks. We would love to have you guys share our channel with those who might not know about us. We're still very small, so we appreciate anything you can do to kind of get the word out and have some other people join us in chat and just have some fun with us in the park. If you've been watching and you haven't already, we'd love to have you also hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so the next time we go live, or just have a new video up about our family or something we're doing here in the Central Florida area, we'll know about it. Megan, thank you so much. I'm hoping that you can join us on future live streams as well. And guys, hit that subscribe button because I want you guys to know what's going to be happening when we do things here in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being a part of our Ear to Air Magic community. And from our kids and our family to yours, thank you so much for being a part of Ear to Air Magic. You guys have a wonderful night, and we're going to see you guys in the parks.